Hello, hello. Hello, hello. What the fuck, my nigga? Hello, hello. There we go. There we go, goddamn. There we go. Goddamn. Goddamn. I be having little weird ass issues out here. I be having little weird ass issues out there. What they do? What they do, y'all? I say what they do, man. It's your boy KD in the building, man. It's your boy KD in the building, man. We here. We gonna talk some boxing. We here. We here. We gonna talk some boxing. We gonna talk some real boxing. None of that bullshit. We gonna talk some real boxing. None of that bullshit. All the stuff we talking about here is facts. You know what I'm saying? We not damaging nobody's name here. We talking pure facts. You know what I'm saying? You know, the shit that I'm about to say need to be said, goddamn. I say the shit that I'm about to say need to be said because there's a lot of motherfuckers out there. A lot of motherfuckers right now who got that cape on for Clenbuterol, Canelo Alvarez right now and his bullshit. Let me say that shit one more time. It's a lot of people right now that got their cape on for Clenbuterol, Canelo Alvarez. Because frankly, Canelo has displayed in this latest little incident with Demetrious Andrade, probably the most disgraceful behavior that you could display as a fighter. You did. That's not how a fighter is supposed to behave. That's not how boxing is supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get all the way the fuck into it, man. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Share the video, all that good shit. Let the peoples in the highways and the byways know we talk that shit. Because we here. And we going to get it all the way the fuck in, man. You know what I'm saying? I apologize for the technical difficulties at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck was going on. I had some weird issues, but we here now. We're going to get it all the way the fuck in, man. So first things first. We're gonna start out on a good note. We're gonna start out with some good energy. On the good note, we want to start out by once again congratulating Canelo Alvarez on a successful performance versus Billy Joe Saunders. He did his thing, you know what I'm saying? He did what he was supposed to do because I don't think there was too many people outside of people in the UK who picked Billy Joe Saunders to beat Canelo Alvarez. So really, Canelo did what he was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And he ended up stopping Billy Joe Saunders. Now, yes, he stopped Billy Joe Saunders. That's great. But even though he stopped Billy Joe Saunders, that doesn't negate the technical deficiencies that we saw from Canelo Alvarez. And when I say technical deficiencies, I mean flaws in his game. That doesn't negate that. You know what I'm saying? Because once again, Canelo hasn't really improved from the days of Floyd Mayweather, from the days he fought Erislandy Lara, from the days of Austin Trout. There are no real improvements to Canelo's game. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to recap that real fast before we delve straight into this shit. Because it's about to get real in this motherfucker right now, Mike. It's about to get real, man. The topic of the conversation is Canelo openly and admittedly ducking Demetrious Andrade again. What does again mean? Again means more than once. More than once. So let's play the video. Let's sit back. Let's play the video. You know what I'm saying? Let's watch Canelo Alvarez once again openly duck Demetrious Boo Boo Andrade. Let's play the video because this is some fuck shit. We're gonna break this shit all the way the fuck down. It's gonna be a good ass goddamn show. Hold on. Let me get my shit together. Screen, we here. Boom. All right, hold on. Let me make sure the sound is good. Let me make sure the sound is good.
When can we make it happen though? What do you think? What you think? Okay.
So here we go again with the same duck excuses, with the same duck language that seems to be spoken quite fluently by guys like Canelo, with the who have you fought bullshit. We got guys like Canelo speaking the same duck language, the same duck tongue, you know, because this isn't new. This isn't the first time we've heard somebody say, well, who have you fought? This isn't the first time we've heard anyone say that. So Canelo opens up the conversation because if I recall correctly, at the beginning of this, Demetrious Andrade was pretty respectful. He's pretty humble in his approach to Canelo Alvarez requesting the fight. But Canelo Alvarez insisted on turning the conversation to a very negative direction. Thus, we head down this path of bullshit. So Canelo says, who have you fought? Okay. Well, before we let the rest of that play, let's go to Canelo Alvarez's box rec. And let's look at who he's we're not gonna pay attention to who he's fought. I mean, we could break down Canelo's record, you know, but if you're gonna bring up who somebody has fought, if you're gonna say that, oh well, in order to get a shot with me, Canelo Alvarez, the pound for pound king, the son of boxing, in order for you to get a shot with me, you had to have fought somebody, okay? In order for you to get a shot with me, Canelo Alvarez, the pound for pound king, you had to have fought somebody. In order for you to make statements like that, Canelo, that would mean that everybody who you fought at this particular point has to have had that on their track record. They have to have, I mean, surely they got to have big fight experience. Anybody you're saying who has, you know, who have they fought? I mean, if you're fighting anybody, they got to have big fight experience. These guys all got to be future Hall of Famers or legends. They just have to be. You know what I'm saying? Because in order for you to say to somebody, who have you fought? You know what I mean? In order for you to fight me, then that has to mean that everybody who you fought has to have that level of credibility. They have to. So let's look. Billy Joe Saunders. Who has Billy Joe Saunders fought? This was his latest opponent. Oh, what the fuck? Seriously? Let's me to log in. Don't give me no bullshit, box rec. Whatever. Fine. Who has Billy Joe Saunders fought in order to justify a fight with Canelo Alvarez? Who? David Lemieux? Who? Chris Eubank Jr.? Who? Who did he fight to justify a fight with Canelo Alvarez? Who is Avni Yildirim fought to justify a fight with Canelo Alvarez? Huh? BoxRec giving me some real problems right now. Goddamn BoxRec. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let's close out this one. And let's restart this one because this shit fucking me up. Wow, that shit's loading. Let me look at the comment section. Let me see if anybody in the comment section. Because we about to go ham today. Hold on. We about to go ham today. Frank Gonzalez is in the building. Frank says Canelo also told him straight up, you're a horrible fighter, and that's just the truth. He's just a horrible he's also a horrible commentator. Okay, well, if he's a horrible fighter, you say, right, Frank Gonzalez? So if he's a horrible fighter and that's why Canelo's not fighting him, if that's what you're saying, Frank Gonzalez, right? If that's what you're saying, is Avni, how do you rate Avni Yildirim? If Demetrious Andrade is a horrible fighter, that's the question for you, Frank Gonzalez. If Demetrious Andrade is a horrible fighter and you agree with Canelo, then how do you rate Avni Yildirim? And also another question for you, Frank Gonzalez, right? Another question for you. If Avni Yildirim is a horrible fighter, and you're going to say, well, Demetrious Andrade is a horrible fighter and Avni Yildirim is a horrible fighter, then why can't the fight? Why is Canelo avoiding the fight with Demetrious Andrade? Because, I mean, are you saying Avni Yildirim's a better fighter than Demetrious Andrade? Is that what you're saying, Frank Gonzalez? I mean, I'm curious. I really want to know where you're coming from with this, Frank Gonzalez. Let's have an open and honest conversation, Frank Gonzalez. That's what I want. My guy Amadas is in the building. Amadas says, Frank Gonzalez, terrible how? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Frank Gonzalez probably already pussied out. He probably already left the chat. He's probably gone already. You know what I mean? Because dudes like Frank Gonzalez, they make little comments like that and then they run away because they know that the shit that they say is some bullshit. They already know. They already know. They just say it and then they run away. That's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? Frank Gonzalez says, agrees with Canelo and says he's a terrible fighter. So if he's a terrible fighter, if he's a terrible fighter, what is Avni Yildirim? What is Billy Joe Saunders? Are they great fighters? Is Callum Smith a great fighter? Oh, I know who's a great fighter. Rocky Fielding. He's a great fighter, right? Rocky Fielding. Yeah. Demetrious Andrade is terrible, but Rocky Fielding, yeah, he's the guy. He's the guy. Everybody knows Rocky Fielding is pound for pound number 1 or number 2. Everybody knows that, right? Everybody knows that. Oh, or maybe Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Maybe Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is in fact pound for pound number 1 or number 2. Maybe that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., clearly he was a world beater. That's why Canelo fought him. You know what I'm saying? Obviously. Oh, maybe Liam Smith. Yeah, Liam Smith. That's who the best guy was, Liam Smith. That's why, you know what I'm saying? Liam Smith, he's a top guy. Andrade is a terrible fighter, but Liam Smith, he's really the guy. That's who really the guy is. But Andrade's a terrible fighter. You right. Frank Gonzalez, any words? You gone, Frank? No more smoke, huh, Frank? I get it. I understand, Frank. I understand. But let's continue. Hold on a second. We about to finish playing this video, goddamn. Hold on a second. Hold on. Wait a second. Bear with your boy, goddamn. I say this shit off. Frank. No more smoke, huh? Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. Okay, I'm about to play a video. The video I was just on. Where we at? Here we go. All right, let's listen to Clenbuterol Canelo talk his shit. Let's listen to him because he says the first comment out of his mouth is who you fought. Not I'll fuck you up. Not I'll beat your ass. Not anything that a fighter would say. You know what I'm saying? Because a fighter is supposed to say something along the lines of, you can't fuck with me. A competitive fighter, you can't fuck with me, or I'll beat your ass, or whatever. But the first comment out of Canelo's mouth is, who have you fought? Okay, let's continue with the bullshit. Hold on, let's make sure y'all can hear this shit right. Hold on.
It's okay. Okay, a lot of people haven't fought nobody. What you mean,
Yeah, you want him to get the fuck out of here because you don't want too much attention on the fact that you avoided this dude for 2 weight divisions. That's what it sounds like to me. Get the fuck out of here. And security comes efficiently and effectively to the rescue for Clenbuterol Canelo. But let's continue. Let's continue. Actually, that's a legit question. You're fighting Billy Joe Saunders, who could Demetrious Andrade beat Billy Joe Saunders? Absolutely. Can Demetrious Andrade beat Callum Smith? Absolutely. I dare somebody to argue with me about that shit. I really want somebody to argue with me whether or not Demetrious Andrade could beat Billy Joe Saunders or fucking Callum Smith. Okay. So for even if that is what Andrade said, who are you fighting? That's a legitimate fucking statement. Stop playing dumb. Stop playing dumb. That's a legitimate statement. Who the fuck are you fighting, Canelo? Who are you fighting? Really? Really? Could Charlo beat Billy Joe Saunders? Of course. Somebody argue with me about that shit. I would love it. Can Andrade beat Billy Joe Saunders? Of course. Somebody argue with me about that shit. Could Charlo beat Caleb Plant? Could Demetrious Andrade beat Caleb Plant? Yes. Somebody argue with me about that shit. Could Demetrious Andrade beat Callum Smith or Charlo beat Callum Smith? Yes. Somebody argue with me about that shit. Okay? So who are you fighting? Who are you fighting, Canelo? Who are you fighting? But that wasn't the question. That wasn't the statement. The statement is who did Billy Joe Saunders fight in order to get a fight with Canelo Alvarez? Okay. Who did Callum Smith fight in order to get a fight with Canelo Alvarez? Who have these guys fought in order to get a fight with Canelo Alvarez? I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. But let's continue. This is what the fuck this shit is.
Don't talk to my dad like that, bro. I'll fuck you up. We don't get the action. Fuck you. Get it. Well, come. Be a bitch. Fuck you.
Why he look so worried in that moment? Hold on, got blurry as fuck. Hold on a second. Hold on, wait a second. Goddamn. Does that look like the face of anybody who want any smoke? Look at this nigga right here, man. Look at this nigga right here. Does that look like the face of anybody who want any kind of smoke? Does that look like the face of anybody who's trying to fight anybody? That looks like the face of a submissive man. That looks like the face of somebody who's trying to cop please. That looked like the face of somebody who wants no problems. That don't look like the face of no fighter, of no killer, or somebody who's supposed to be knocking this person out, knocking that person out. Canelo's so great. What the fuck is the problem? And then for you goofies who are going to say, well, he's at 168 and Andrade is at 160. Andrade is willing to go up to 168 to fight Canelo. So you telling me, Canelo Alvarez, you're scared of a guy coming up in weight to fight you? That's a what? Let's go to the comment section real quick. Hold on, man, because we're going all the way to fuck in today. Hell yeah, we going in today. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, we going in today. Hold on. Hell yeah, we going in today. Oh yeah. Frank Gonzalez, I see, ain't come back. Keep your ass out of here, Frank Gonzalez. Keep your ass up out of here with that. He's a horrible commentator. Keep your ass up out of here with that bullshit, Frank Gonzalez. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. Hold up. Back to the motherfucking video. Here we go. That's the face of a motherfucker who don't want no smoke. But let's keep going. Look, he looking around. He trying to see where the security at. He trying to, is security nearby? What's happening here? That's what the fuck all that looking around is about. What do I pay you guys for? That's what the fuck that look was about. Who's around me? What can I go anywhere? You got a fighter in front of you calling your name, calling you out, bro. And you sitting up there on that podium saying nothing. Copping, please. Come on with this pussy shit. A horrible fighter. The same thing Frank Gonzalez said. He's a horrible fighter. So if, I guess Abney Yildirim was a better fighter. I guess Callum Smith, Rocky Fielding, Billy Joe Saunders. I guess these guys were better fighters. If what do you rate those guys if Andrade is a horrible fighter? I mean, if Andrade is a horrible fighter, then those guys must be, I don't know, below, them guys must be sewage water. Those guys must be complete cat shit. Them guys must be trash bags. If Andrade is a horrible fighter, I mean, let's just keep it all the way 300. And if Andrade isn't indeed a horrible fighter, and you fought horrible fighters in comparison, you know what I'm saying? Then what's the issue with giving Demetrious Andrade the fight? Or if you're saying that those fighters are better than Demetrious Andrade, then why not fight Demetrious Andrade, knock him out, and take his belt? If he's such a horrible fighter, but we know Canelo's full of shit. We already know that. But let's keep it going. Andrade called him a little bitch. How you got a grown man calling you a little bitch to your face, and you over here copping please and pretending like you got no reason to fight a dude when you got a grown man calling you a little bitch to your face? How many of you dudes out there will let somebody walk up to you and call you a little bitch? Huh? How many of you dudes out there will let somebody do that? Canelo just allowed it, but this ain't even the first time. This ain't even the first time. Like I said, we going to fuck in today. This ain't even the first time. How you let a grown man walk up to you and call you a little bitch? Are you serious? Are you kidding me? Really? You allow this shit? You're okay with this shit? Seriously. But let's keep it going. Let's finish off this video. He said, watch his mouth. Look at his face. He don't want to say nothing no more. He watching it. He's thinking carefully about what he's gonna say next. He's thinking. I already know. That look like the face of somebody who won't smoke again.
Next question.
On June 19th, Toscano,
That's y'all guy. That's y'all guy. That's y'all guy. For real? For real, for real, people? That's your guy? Is that really your guy? Seriously. Come on. Come on, y'all. Troy Soros says undefeated boogeyman champ Andrade will make no cojones duck Nello look absolutely horrible, just like little old man Money Mayweather made no cojones duck Nello look horrible. Get the fuck out of here. Those is facts, Troy. Those is facts. Those are absolute facts. These weirdos out here want to make it seem like Mayweather didn't beat Canelo with the utmost ease. These weirdos out here, these Canelo fanboys want to talk like Canelo wasn't beat up by Mayweather with a 40-year-old Mayweather easily. Mayweather said that Canelo fight was one of the easiest fucking fights, you know what I'm saying, that he ever had in his career. But you want to pretend like Demetrious Andrade ain't got no shot of beating Canelo Alvarez. Get the fuck up out of here with that bullshit. Miss me with that bullshit. Juan Trevino says, Canelo made it clear he wants to unify the titles. If Andrade really wants to prove that he's on that level, he should campaign to fight Caleb Plant or Saunders since he can beat them so easily. So here's the thing, Juan. And Juan, you're not being honest with yourself by making that statement, Juan. You're not. And I'm going to tell you why you're not. You know that Caleb Plant, okay, you know that Billy Joe Saunders pulled out. Billy Joe Saunders said he wanted to fight Andrade so he could negotiate with Canelo. These dudes are all running behind Canelo to fight at the end of the goddamn day. These dudes are all running behind Canelo. So these dudes ain't going to take a fight with no damn Demetrious Andrade over Canelo. Would you take a fight with Demetrious Andrade over Canelo? No. No, you're not. Because you know Demetrious Andrade is going to beat your ass. And you're probably not going to get paid as handsomely as you would for a Canelo fight. So let's be honest with ourselves, Juan. I'm sure he would move up and would love to fight Caleb Plant. But is Caleb Plant going to fight Demetrious Andrade? No. And you know that. You knew that before you even made that statement. Amada says, you sending leaks? Absolutely, I'm sending leaks. I'm gonna finish my spiel, and then I'm going to drop the link. Anybody that want to come up here and that want to talk your shit, we can do it. We can do it. Because we coming with the smoke today. You know what I mean? We coming with the smoke. All the slander and all the bullshit out there in the highways and the byways got to stop. All this bigging up of Clenbuterol Canelo got to stop. This dude got ran up on by Demetrious Andrade, called a bitch to a little. Demetrious Andrade called him a little bitch to his face. Demetrious Andrade called him a little bitch to his face. And he did nothing. He laughed it off. Ha, 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 ha. A grown man calling you a bitch to your face. How was that funny? How is that funny? How do you niggas find that funny? How is that funny? Can niggas walk up to you and call you a bitch? That's going to be funny to you? But here's the thing. This ain't even the first time, y'all. This ain't even the first time Demetrious Andrade walked up on this dude, Canelo, called him a bitch. It's not. Or called him a bitch, should I say. You know what I'm saying? You Canelo people. And here's the thing. You Canelo dudes also, y'all want to act like Demetrious Andrade didn't chase Canelo all the way from fucking 154 all the way to fucking 168. How the fuck Canelo end up in 168 without fighting all the top dudes at 154 and 160? How did that even happen? How did that even happen? This dude went up to 175 to fight Kovalev, but he doesn't want to fight Beterbiev or Bivol? Are y'all serious? That's your guy. That's your guy. Juan says Floyd was 36, Canelo was 23. Don't make it seem like Floyd was that old. He was at the end of his prime. Stop it. Who's at their prime at 36 years old, Juan? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Who's at their prime at 36? Even if that was the age. Who's at their prime at 36? Nobody, Juan. Nobody. Most fighters are retired by 33, 34. So a 36-year-old man is fighting a 23-year-old, seriously? And you want to you people out there making excuses for Canelo Alvarez getting completely and utterly dominated by Floyd Mayweather? That wasn't even a fucking fight. He got completely and utterly dominated by Floyd Mayweather. He got completely and utterly sunned by Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather's easiest fight, one of his easiest fights of his career, completely dominated him, made him look like ass, made him look like an amateur. But you dudes out here running your mouth talking about Andrade ain't got no shot when a 36-year-old Floyd Mayweather made him look like shit. Where y'all niggas get off with this shit? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Troy says Billy Ho used Boogeyman champ Andrade as a threat to get that Duck Nello fight. Facts. Facts. This dude used Andrade's name so he can negotiate with Canelo. And Caleb Plant is probably what if Andrade called out Caleb Plant tomorrow, Caleb Plant would probably entertain the fight in order to negotiate with Canelo. Because we know these niggas are all chasing Canelo. We know that. We know that. Juan says nobody is in their prime at 23 either. Floyd Mayweather beat Canelo Hernandez at 20. Beat Canelo Hernandez at 20. 23 is much closer to your prime than 36, Juan. Let me say that shit again. 23 is much closer to your prime than 36. And we're not talking about a 23-year-old Canelo with 10 fights or 15 fights. We're talking about a 23-year-old Canelo with 40 plus fights. Juan, we're talking about a Canelo with 40 plus fights. Not a dude that just started fighting professionally yesterday. This is a dude who's been seasoned, who got seasoning on him. This ain't no young dude that dudes want to make it seem like he was when he got completely and utterly dominated by Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep this shit pushing. Let's keep this shit pushing. Because y'all want to pretend like Demetrious Andrade ain't been chasing Canelo for years. So here's a video here by the Boxing Voice. Shout out to the Boxing Voice. February 14th, 2015. 6 years ago. 6 years ago. 6 years ago. Demetrious Andrade goes off on Canelo. Canelo, you a bitch. Charlos are both bums. 6 years ago. So this ain't even the first time you let a grown man call you a bitch, but yet and still you refuse to make a fight with him. But he's such a horrible fighter. But this horrible fighter is calling you a bitch. But then after he calls you a bitch, you turn around and jump in the ring with Abney Yildirim. Where the fuck they do that at is what I'm trying to figure out. But let's watch this goddamn video. Let's watch this video from 6 years ago with Demetrious Andrade calling Canelo Alvarez a bitch. Let's listen.
Canelo, you a bitch. I'm putting it out there.
So the video opens up with you a bitch. Canelo, you a bitch from 6 years ago. From 6 years ago. And all you dudes talking about, oh, he ain't fight nobody. He ain't fight. First of all, that's all bullshit. But you talking about a dude that's been trying to fight all these niggas. Okay? And it goes back even further than this. Okay? It goes back even further than this. But for the sake of right now, we're talking about a dude that's been trying to fight everybody for the last 6 years. So what the fuck is y'all talking about? But let's continue.
Yeah. No, I don't like to disrespect men that step into the ring, but then you fighting Kirtland.
Yeah. How many of y'all remember James Kirkland? How many of y'all remember James Kirkland? Canelo decided to fight James Kirkland, a dude who was 2 years laid off, okay? A dude who got knocked out by Ishida, okay? Bum ass Ishida at that. A dude who basically anyway, we're not here to disrespect James Kirkland. But at the end of the day, Canelo had no business in the ring with goddamn James Kirkland, and all you niggas know it. Period. But let's continue.
That hasn't been in the ring since Glenn Tapia. Well, you have an opportunity to fight Demetrious Andrade for the WBO. Damn.
For the WBO. So at this time, Demetrious Andrade had the WBO belt, but instead of going after a championship belt, Canelo decided, let me fight James Kirkland. And for you niggas that say James Kirkland had a fan base, I'm gonna need all you niggas. Okay, I'm gonna need all you niggas to find the nearest bridge and jump off of it. For all you niggas that say James Kirkland had a fan base and James Kirkland was an ace or whatever the fuck y'all want to say, find the nearest bridge and jump off.
In the sport of boxing, people want to be a champion, to have that title. I understand you got De La Hoya, you got the promotion team, you got the money, you got the contract. I mean, you got the country. You got the country behind you, the fan base. But then you scared to get into a fight.
Who let a grown man talk to him like that, bro? Who lets another grown man talk to him like this? Can y'all hear this shit good, bro? Can y'all hear this shit good? Hold on. Let me make sure y'all can hear this shit good, bro. Let me make sure y'all can hear this shit good. Who let a grown man talk to him? Hold on. Got knocked out by Ishida. Hold on. Another grown man, 20 is what I'm trying to figure out. Hold on. Well, Canelo decided. Let me make sure y'all. Hold up. Bear with me. Goddamn. I'm just trying to make sure. Hold on. Hold on. Another grown man. Fuck. Hold on, I'm trying to. Hold on. Ain't even the first time. Hold on, man. Can y'all hear this video good, man? Out here. Is this shit really low? Y'all let me know, man. Because I'm struggling right now with this shit. I just want to make sure y'all can hear this shit good, bro. I need y'all to hear what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all to hear what the fuck going on. Let me make sure y'all can hear this. Let's look at some of these comment sections. Hey, y'all let me know in the comment section and y'all can hear this shit good, bro. Like for real. For real. Let's look at these comments. Hold on. Why y'all let me know. Troy Soros says Mike Tyson became heavyweight champion at 20. These are facts. Undisputed heavyweight champ, 22. Facts. Stop it with that. He was 23. He was a 23-year-old dude with 40-something fights. And y'all want to say he wasn't in his prime. He wasn't this. He wasn't that. He had 40-something fights. Y'all wasn't saying he wasn't in his prime when y'all was saying Mayweather was a coward for not wanting to fight him. And y'all got all on Mayweather case. I remember all that shit. Y'all was calling Mayweather a coward. Y'all were calling Mayweather all out of his name because he didn't fight Canelo Alvarez. How many of y'all remember that shit? How many of y'all remember all these Canelo people fucking coming down on Mayweather for not being all that eager to jump in the ring with Canelo Alvarez? And then when he fought him, everybody changed their tune. Everybody was like, well, Mayweather's going to beat him. But a lot of you motherfuckers out there were saying Canelo was going to beat Mayweather. Oh, Mayweather's old. Canelo's going to beat him. But nobody was saying he was out of his prime then. So now he's out of his prime. So he wasn't out of his prime then, but now he's out of his prime. Which one is it? Y'all niggas need to stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? Juan says prime years are typically between 27 and 34. At 23, your cerebral cortex hasn't fully developed. You can give me all the scientific facts that you want, but at the end of the day, that's a professional fighter with 40-something fights. Juan, we're not talking about a dude who just started fighting yesterday. We're talking about a guy who was 40-something and damn near the same record as Floyd Mayweather at the time. Canelo Alvarez right now is 56-1. He had 40-something fights when he fought Floyd Mayweather. I don't want to hear he wasn't in his prime. He wasn't in his prime when y'all were begging Mayweather to fight him. Troy says a biatch with no cojones. Those are facts. Canelo's on some clown shit to me. Period. He's on some clown shit to me all day. Hold up. Let's read some of these comments. Let's go to these comments. Kirkland wasn't even allowed to have his number one trainer, Aaron Wolf, in the corner. Big boy facts, Troy. He didn't even have Aaron Wolf. He didn't even have his main trainer in a corner with him, man. Canelo offered him the fight when he was at odds with his trainer, 2 years laid off from fighting. That's when Canelo offered him to fight. Miss me with that bullshit. So he could have fought, Demetrious Andrade, but chose not to in order to fight a James Kirkland who got knocked out by Ishida, who didn't have his trainer, who was 2 years laid off from fighting. Get the fuck up out of here with that shit. Mango Juice 07 in the building. Shout out to you, Mango Juice. Says, salute King David. What is Canelo going to do when Boo Boo moves up and automatically becomes a WBO mandatory? Vacate? Of course he is. Of course he is. But dudes like Frank Gonzalez from earlier, dudes like that are still gonna make dumbass excuses for him. They still gonna make dumbass excuse. Even Canelo vacated the WBC belt, applied for the franchise belt, but these goofy ass fans still defend him. They still call this clown of a fighter pound for pound number one. They call him the king of boxing. Where? You vacating your belt to avoid competition? Where? David John says, King David, you cooking. Appreciate that, my guy. Asante in the building says, one thing they leave out, all the big names on Canelo resume were 34 years old. Oh, we going to go all the way up and down Canelo Alvarez at the end of this shit. Yeah, we out here cooking today. Shit going down today. Troy Sora says, it's good over here. Yes, sir. Asante says, facts. Absolutely. David John says, if you're going to complain about the age, then why take the fight? Absolutely. Canelo don't complain about it. Even Canelo. It's crazy. Canelo fanboys complain about how he wasn't in his prime and he wasn't this and wasn't that. But Canelo said that Floyd Mayweather was the best fighter and gave Floyd Mayweather the utmost props for whooping on his ass. But now Canelo Alvarez is listening to you fanboys. You know what I'm saying? And he's saying, well, he fought me when I was young, and now I could beat him. Get the fuck up out of here with that shit, man. Floyd Mayweather beat you easily, Canelo. Juan says Canelo has fought 3 times the last 6 months, 2 title fights with a formal training partner just to stay active. In that time, Andrade could be using the same energy to prove he deserves it. And Juan, that's where you get off track. That's where you go off the deep end, Juan. Why does Andrade need to prove that he earns it? That's a 2-time champion of the world. Actually, 3-time champion of the world, 2 different weight divisions, undefeated champion. Why does Andrade need to prove that he deserves a Canelo fight? Juan, this is where you niggas fall off the deep end. This is where you niggas get consumed in the bullshit. How many weight divisions has Avni Yildirim dominated? How many weight divisions, has Rocky Fielding dominated and been champion in? Has Rocky Fielding even been a champion? How many divisions did Liam Smith dominate? Okay, what the fuck else do you want dudes like Demetrious Andrade to do in order to deserve it? Who do you want this nigga to fight? Jesus? I don't understand. But yet Avni Yildirim, he can get a Canelo fight without any problems. So you explain to me how that works, Juan. I need to know how that works. I really need to know how that works, Juan. I really need to know. Could Andrade be active? Absolutely, he could be active. Absolutely, he could be more active. But Andrade has more than deserved an opportunity to fight Canelo Alvarez. It ain't even an opportunity. That's something Canelo should want for his legacy, to fight the best competition out there. Not the cherry pick, move up and down and weight, avoid competition, and pretty much be a fucking ducker, a fucking cherry picking duck. Clenbuterol Canelo. With all these fights and titles, Canelo got his. With all these fights and titles Canelo got on his resume, he can pull a Mayweather. Okay, don't compare him to Mayweather, Juan, because this is where you really fall off the deep end. And fight people like Maidana, Berto, and McGregor. Don't see, you already fell off the deep end, Juan. You've been gone. You lost in the sauce right now. Please don't compare Canelo to Floyd Mayweather, because all you're gonna do is get beat up with facts. That's all you're gonna do. That's all you're gonna do. All you're gonna do is lose credibility, because don't do that. Please don't do that. Mango Juice 07 says at 1, Andrade deserved undisputed at 160 2019. Canelo took a pay cut for Kovalev out of fear. All those are facts. Who takes less money? Who takes less money? Who does that shit? I thought it was all about money with these fighters. So who takes less money in order to take a weaker competition? Who does that shit? Come on now. David John says, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Canelo fight for a belt? Andrade was stripped up because he couldn't get fights. Absolutely. Canelo waited for Canelo waited for Andrade to get stripped and then fought for the belt with Liam Smith. Are you kidding me? And then immediately vacated the belt. Get the fuck up out of here with that Canelo shit, man. Get the fuck up out of here. Juan says, how many belts do Andre have in 168? He has one belt. He has one belt. But that doesn't matter because dudes is avoiding them. Troy says, Rocco stank-ass Fielding was a weak secondary paper champ. Absolutely. Trash-ass fighter. But let's get back on point. Let's go back to this video. Let's get back to this video.
I thought you was the man. If I knew some Espanol, I'd hit you up with that too. But damn, come on, man. Stop playing. Like shit, man. All I want to do is fight, show people I'm the best in the world.
I don't think I've ever heard Canelo say that all I want to do is fight and show people I'm the best. I don't think I've ever heard Canelo talk like that because it's never been about the best for him. Clearly, never been about the best for him. But let's keep cooking.
Thank God for everything that comes my way and every obstacle that comes my way, man. I know how to slip and slide in between, man. That's it.
I mean, is it frustrating that, you know, up and coming guys, they think they get a title shot, they become a champion, and all of a sudden everyone's knocking on their door? But you've been a champion for a couple of months now. People not knocking. They're not calling you out. I mean, Canelo doesn't have a belt. It's like you said, why Kirkland when he could be a champion if he fights you and beats you? But you're an awkward style. You're a southpaw, skilled boxer. What is it going to take for Demetrious Andrade to do in order to get to the status that you feel you deserve? And obviously the experts see the skill level.
I mean, you know, me, you know, physically can't do nothing but keep on winning and training and getting in the gym and keep doing what I do best. You know, verbally, I can sit here and talk mad shit. And I can...
Verbally, I could talk mad shit. You know what I'm saying? And keep winning. And from 6 years ago till now, that's all he's done. Continue to keep winning. Talk mad shit because dudes like Canelo continue to duck and dodge and do whatever they can to stay out of the peripherals of real fucking fighters like Demetrious Boo Boo Andrade. But let's keep it fucking going.
Back it up. You know, I don't usually talk shit. I just sit back, I say my little thing, waiting for the promoters to do their job and put the fights together. But damn, like, what are we waiting for? Because I'm not with Al Heyman, because I'm not with Oscar De La Hoya. But you guys claim you're the best. You guys claim you're the best. Pound for pound, I'm the best. I'm Canelo.
How you let a grown man disrespect you like that, though? Like, for real, for real. How you let a grown-ass man disrespect you like that? Call you up out of your name. Call you a bitch. Call you a bitch. Not only to your face, but here, 6 years ago, call you out. You wait for him to get stripped by the WBO. You fight for the belt. You vacate the belt because you know you're probably going to have to fight him next because he's in the rankings. How the fuck get...
Chalo, oh, I'm lying, I'm this, I'm that. Like, damn, where's it at now, though? Where's it at now? Now that I signed that contract, make it clear. I signed the contract for Showtime, a fight deal. My first opponent is supposed to be Jamal, Chalo, Jamel, whichever one of them bums. Let's make it happen. Stop playing, sign the contract, so we can figure out which network it's going to be on. Like, why does that matter if it's on Showtime or HBO? Whoever's putting up the money is going to be conducive to your bank account. I'm going to be good. I'm going to swoop whoop when it comes time to it, when it hits the bank.
So really, you see, all you Canelo fanboys, the smoke goes everywhere. The smoke is for everyone, Canelo fanboys. The smoke is for everyone, Canelo fanboy. Who is he for? Who is he for? It's for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's for everybody. You niggas continue to make excuses for Canelo, and niggas like me are going to continue to make you look silly because you ain't saying nothing but bullshit. At the end of the day, you ain't saying nothing but bullshit. At the end of the day, Canelo goes up to 160. He gets 3 out of the 4 belts. He gets 3 out of the 4 belts. The fourth belt happened to be occupied by Demetrious Boo Boo Andrade. And what does Canelo do? What does Canelo do? He applies for the franchise belt and then moves up to 175 to fight Kovalev, just like my boy said a little bit earlier. Moves up to 175 to fight Kovalev. Okay, a dude that everybody knew was shot. A dude, Andre Ward, beat the shit out of him not too long ago, twice. A dude that really lost to Anthony Yard, really. You know what I'm saying? That dude. He goes up and he fights that dude at 175. But hold on, if you moving up to 175, why not fight the other champions at 175? Better be even Bivol. If that's how you rocking, if you saying, well, I'm too small for 160, or I'm too big for 160, I'm too big for 168, I'm gonna go up to 175 because I'm more comfortable there. Why go up there and fight Kovalev? And then I fight Bivol and Better Be. But you're not gonna do that. We already know. You're not gonna do that. We already know. And then you go down to 168. And you fight dudes like Billy Joe Saunders and Caleb Plant and Colin Smith. And all of a sudden, you pound for pound number one. Get the fuck up out of here with that shit. Get up out of here with that shit. Juan says, at the end of the day, Andrade isn't appealing to the average fan, which is bullshit. To market a fight with Canelo and make big money, he needs to win a title that Canelo needs. He had the WBO and 2 weight divisions twice. Canelo needed both of those belts. And what did Canelo do? He ran, Juan. He ran. Canelo needed the WBO. At 160, all Canelo needed was the WBO belt, and he would have been undisputed. Do you not recall this, Juan? Do you not remember Canelo being at 160 and needing the WBO belt in order to be undisputed? Do you not recall that? And instead of doing that, he took less money to fight Sergey Kovalev at 175 pounds. Do you not remember that, Juan? Do you not remember that? Do you not remember him saying no to millions of dollars and taking millions of dollars less to fight Sergey Kovalev at 175 pounds instead of taking more money to fight at a weight division that he's more acclimated to, okay, and win a 4th belt and become undisputed? He decided not to do that. And not only that, Juan, Canelo said he wanted to be undisputed at 160 and 154. So the same shit he said at 168, the same shit he said at 168, he said it at 154, and he said it at 160. Now he's saying it at 168, and all you niggas want to act like he's God now because he's going after undisputed for 168. But I guarantee you, if somebody came up on one of those belts, like an Andrade or a Charlo, I guarantee you he would no longer be interested in undisputed. I guarantee that, Juan. I guarantee that. Juan also says a former opponent of Canelo. Mango Juice 07 says Andrade is the boogeyman, Juan. Those are facts. Mango Juice 07 says Canelo is forced history. Nothing organic about his career. Absolutely. His whole career has been one big ass cherry pick, and we're gonna go down his goddamn resume. It's gonna happen. We about to do that shit today. Hell yeah. We cooking today. All day, every day. We cooking. Hell yeah. Juan says there's more money in fighting Kovalev than there was fighting Andrade. Juan, I'm gonna need you to do your research, my guy. Canelo was guaranteed more money. He was guaranteed more money to fight Andrade than he was to fight Kovalev. And don't you open up your face and tell me that Sergey Kovalev was a star. Please don't do that to yourself, Juan, because you're already making yourself look bad. You already look bad out here on these boxing streets from what you're saying. Don't open up your mouth and tell me that Sergey Kovalev was this big star and it was this big money fight, and that's why Canelo chose to fight Kovalev. Because not only is that not true, but it's the complete opposite, because nobody give a fuck about Sergey Kovalev. Don't nobody give a fuck about Sergey Kovalev. These dudes fought in Madison Square Garden. These dudes fought at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. Don't nobody give a fuck about Sergey Kovalev. Don't nobody barely know who the fuck that dude is. So don't tell me this dude had a fan base. Don't tell me that this dude was big money, because he's not. So Canelo could have went undisputed and fought Demetrious Andrade, but instead of doing that, he chose to go up and fight Sergey Kovalev for less money, less fanfare, and less recognition. What the fuck do you call that? And then not only did he not move, and then not only did Canelo not campaign at 175, because at least Juan, at least if Canelo said, well, I'm too small for 160, I'm moving up to 175. At least if he said, well, I'm going to move up to 175, okay? And I'm going to campaign there because I'm too small for this weight. At least if he said, well, that's the case. You know what I'm saying? And he campaigned at 175 and he fought better be even be in Bivol. Okay, fine. That's your new weight. That's some bullshit. That's your new weight. Okay, fine. But tell me why his next fight was at super middleweight, 168, with Callum Smith. Tell me why his next fight was versus Callum Smith at 168. So clearly he didn't need to go up to 175 because he didn't campaign there. So then what the fuck was the purpose in the first place? Huh, Juan? What the fuck was the purpose in the first place? Troy Soros says, these no cojones fanboys have very selective memory. Absolutely. Absolutely. They only remember what the fuck they want to remember. Everything else they forget. Everything else they forget. For real, for real. Troy says, who is Juan what is Juan talking? Champ Andrade had the last belt at 160 to make no cojones first undisputed Mexican middleweight champ. Absolutely. Dude said, fuck the belt. I'm going to go fight Kovalev at a division that I'm not going to campaign in and actually come back down to 168. The fuck up out of here with that. Undisputed would have been a bigger fight, Juan. Absolutely. But now Canelo cares so much about Undisputed now. He cares so much about Undisputed. Canelo almost crashed the zone because of loss of money to fight Kovalev. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. The zone paid Canelo all this money to fight Sergey Kovalev, but I don't know if they knew that nobody gave a fuck about Sergey Kovalev. You say people don't know who Demetrious Andrade is? No, people don't know who the fuck Sergey Kovalev is. People don't know who that nigga is. That's who people don't know who he is. Sergey Kovalev. Fuck up out of here, all these fanboy excuses. Davy John says, Juan just talking. Plus, you're going to put all this stipulation on Kovalev after a tough fight he almost lost in a short turnaround. Dude, for real. There's a difference between guaranteed money and what you really get at the end. But yes, Juan. Okay, but again, you're deflecting. Okay. If the guaranteed money is more, okay, that you automatically make more money in that way. The back end money would have been more too, because more people in the States know Demetrious Andrade than they know Sergey Kovalev. So he would have made more money on the front end and on the back end, Juan. He would have made more money on the front end and the back end. More guaranteed money, more pay-per-view sales, which equals more back-end money for Canelo Alvarez had he fought Demetrious Andrade for that last belt, and he would have been an undisputed champion at 160, and then he could have went up to 168, and he could have fought Callum Smith and all these dudes that nobody give a fuck about, and he wouldn't have got as much criticism. But no, he decided he was going to fight Sergey Kovalev at 175, avoid all the competition, okay, and then move down to 168 like nothing happened and fought guys. And then he's fighting guys like Billy Joe Saunders and Callum Smith, and people are labeling him pound for pound #1 when it's absolute bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. Juan, I got a question for you, Juan. Can Demetrious Andrade, do you think Demetrious Andrade would beat Billy Joe Saunders and Callum Smith? Be honest. Do you think he would beat those guys? That's a question for you, Juan. Mango Juice 07 says Canelo was offered $5 million more for Andrade. Those are just facts. Those are just facts. You know what I'm saying? $5 million more to fight Andrade than he was to fight Kovalev. Juan says go ahead and go through their fights and see who has fought the higher competition. I got time to listen. That way you can school me. Who has fought the higher competition, Juan? The higher competition between what? Canelo and Kovalev and Andrade? Is that what you're trying to do? Because I'm pretty sure that's probably what you're saying, because that's mostly what you Canelo fanboys deflect to. Who has the better resume and all this old bullshit? But when you got dudes like Andrade, that say stuff like this, hold on.
No, I don't like to disrespect men. Canelo, you a bitch.
Okay, when you got guys like Andrade that say,
Canelo, you a bitch.
you got guys like Andrade that, when you got guys like Andrade that say,
Canelo, you a bitch.
What the fuck? How do you justify that? How do you justify another fighter calling you a bitch? How do you justify that? How? But here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. I don't want y'all to think that. Well, I'm gonna say this. I don't want y'all to all be in y'all feelings about Canelo. I need y'all to understand. Andrade hasn't fought nobody. Do you not remember this?
Yeah, the fight the best in the world, you know. Like I said before, I haven't dodged anyone and everyone that they put in front of me. I just tend to do my job. I'm not a matchmaker or any of that. But of course, I heard the name before. He was supposed to fight my twin brother, and that didn't work through. But you know, one day, I guess, you know.
Listen to Jamal. Tiptoeing around the goddamn question. Listen to his ass tiptoeing around the goddamn. Listen to this shit.
When the terms get right, we can work something out.
Right here, question. Just so you know.
I thought you were not going to do that. You said yesterday in the interview. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah. Congratulations, brother. It ain't even like that, man. You did what you had to do. I respect.
Utmost respect that he shows to these dudes as he's calling them out. Just like what he did with Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Andrade pulling up to these goofballs' face, pulling up to these dudes' face, calling motherfuckers out. What fighters are supposed to do. Not all that pussy shit. Running up in weight and fucking fighting columns and Liams instead of top dudes in the division in order to be undisputed. But let's continue.
Everybody that steps into the ring, I'm not coming here being disrespectful. What I have to say is, when you think we can make that happen?
Call them the fuck out. When you think the smoke ain't just for Canelo. Canelo's the one acting like he don't know what the fuck going on. But you want to say, oh, he hasn't fought nobody, but you got this same dude running up to people at press conferences doing this shit. But you want to say he ain't fought nobody. That shit don't matter. When you got dudes pussying out. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue.
Soon. I mean, soon as your team and you get, your stuff together, I don't know.
Man, look at them. Listen to how Jamal Charlo stuttering, man. Listen to how he So really, you don't want no smoke, really. But y'all want to blame Demetrious and Andrade for these fights not happening? Y'all want to blame him for not being in these big fights? Y'all want to tell him he ain't fought nobody when your favorite fighter is out here displaying the utmost pussy behavior that you could think of? Jamal Charlo over here studying. Let's look at the date of this video. Let's look at the date. Look at the date. December 11, 2016. Years ago. 5 years ago. 5 years ago. Hold on, let's play that shit again.
I don't know.
That dude don't want no goddamn smoke. Just like Canelo don't want no goddamn smoke. The fuck is y'all talking about making all these dumbass excuses for goddamn Canelo Alvarez and Jamal Charlo, and y'all want to talk like y'all don't remember that this nigga Boo Boo Andrade pulled up on these goofy ass niggas after they fucking fight. Name one fight that these dudes one Andrade fight that these dudes showed up at. Yeah, they won't show up because they pussy. They don't want no goddamn smoke. But let's keep going.
I'm not a matchmaker, bro. When it comes to time.
Oh, he ain't a matchmaker. I thought he was his own boss, but okay. Okay, he ain't a matchmaker now.
And it's time to fight. I'm not dodging nobody. I'm not dodging anybody. You're undefeated too, right? You know.
He like one of them dudes. You know what Charlo remind me of in this interview? You know when somebody say some shit, they like no homo, and then they proceed to say the most homo shit you ever heard in your life. That's what Jamal Charlo says. I'm not a matchmaker. I'm not this. I'm not that. Dude, come on out with that bullshit, bro.
You know everything about me.
How you got a grown man talking to you like this, bro? And you not trying to put hands on him?
I do.
Yes, you do. You guys are still underneath me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm off.
That's a lot of disrespect, bro. That's a lot of disrespect to your face. To your face.
We can definitely make.
Well, we're gonna see.
Hey, yo, J-Rock, yo, I appreciate you.
Yesterday you gave an interview.
For stepping up.
You was 1.2, right?
Excuse me. I appreciate J-Rock stepping up to the plate and fighting another undefeated fighter and 154 pounds. That's a J-Rock.
Look, security pulling up. Security pulling up. Security, security.
Next question. Hey, yo, ain't nobody being disrespectful.
Come on, man. The smoke for everybody. What is y'all talking about? Do y'all dudes not remember this? Do y'all dudes speed past this shit? Do y'all dudes not remember this shit going down? What the fuck is y'all really talking about? For real. What the fuck is y'all really talking about? Come on now with all that bull ass shit. Come on now. Let's read some of these comments real quick, man, because we cooking today. Oh, yeah, we cooking. Hold on a second. Some of these comments. Mango Juice 07 said 5 million added to the guaranteed 35 million, 40 million versus Andrade. Big boy facts. Could have made 40 mil for an Andrade fight. What is y'all talking about? But you gonna fight Kovalev, okay. Juan says, yeah, because he's a psychic and predicted Benavidez was gonna lose his belt. Get the fuck, bruh. First of all, the WBC, because they're so fucking money hungry, and they Canelo nut huggers themselves, They just gave Canelo the belt. So Canelo didn't win the belt. They just gave it to him. Hey, Canelo, here's the belt. Canelo was really supposed to be fighting for the WBA belt. Callum Smith had the WBA belt. He didn't have that WBC belt. He didn't have that WBC belt. That belt belonged to David Benavidez, and Benavidez lost the belt on the scales. And because Mauricio Sulaiman probably takes it in the ass from Canelo on occasion, because Mauricio Sulaiman is so money hungry, he decided he was just gonna give Canelo the belt so he can get a chunk of that change and get some sanctioning fees up out of him. Gave Canelo the belt after they just took it from David Benavidez. Which, if you want to talk about that, that's some bullshit too. But he gave Canelo the belt. Canelo didn't win no WBC belt. That was a vacant belt that Canelo received as a gift from the WBC. So what the fuck is y'all really talking about with that shit? What y'all really talking about? He ain't have to beat nobody. He ain't have to do shit. Yeah, he was a psychic and he predicted Benavidez was going to lose his belt. Get the fuck up out of here, Juan. Come on now with that bullshit, bro. Come on now with all that. Come on with all that, Juan. Ain't nobody predict nothing. Canelo capitalized on an opportunistic WBC, a money-hungry ass Mauricio Sulaiman, and he fucking got a free belt. That's really what the fuck it was. But don't pretend like he won that shit. Like he earned shit. He ain't earned shit. Fuck up out of here. Troy says 168 is the easiest route to undisputed champ after Benavidez lost his belt on the scales. Absolutely. And all he had to do was go up against a weak-ass European paper champ. Absolutely. Callum Smith. Juan, you never answered my question. Do you think Demetrious Andrade could beat Callum Smith and Billy Joe Saunders? You think he could beat those guys? Juan, I really want to know your opinion on that. I really want to know if you think those guys would beat Demetrious Andrade. I really want to know if you think that would happen. If you do, I'm going to clown the fuck out of you, Juan. But if you don't, essentially you're saying that Canelo took easier fights. That's what you're saying. And by saying that, you thus confirm everything that I'm saying. You confirm that shit, Juan. You're confirming it. Troy says, oh, let me move down. Juan says, yeah, he can beat him. Okay, you answered the question. Yeah, he could beat him. That's why he needs to fight him. And the fighters of that level, so nobody can deny them a chance to get a payday. What? That's why he needs to fight him and fighters of that level, so nobody can. Juan, come on, bro. Do you think if Demetrious Andrade beat Billy Joe Saunders and then turned around and beat Callum Smith, do you think Canelo would fight Demetrious Andrade after that? Do you think that Canelo would fight Demetrious Andrade after he beat Billy Joe Saunders and after he beat Callum Smith? Do you think that Canelo would say, oh, yeah, he earned the fight now because he beat Billy Joe Saunders and Callum Smith? Do you think Canelo would say that? Ask yourself that question, Juan. Ask yourself that question. I need to know the answer to that, Juan. I need to know. My guy, Mango Juice 07 says hashtag pull up Earl all day. All day. Pulled up on your boy. Pulled up on him. Solo dolo. No big squad. No whole bunch of dudes. Pulled up on Canelo. Pulled up on Jamal. Solo dolo. Just by yourself. Looking for some smoke. Looking for some fucking smoke. How many of your favorite fighters have done anything like that before in the past is what the fuck I want to know. How many has your favorite fighter done that shit? Have you seen Canelo pull up on some shit solo dolo by himself looking to fight somebody? No, absolutely not. Fuck up out of here with that. David John says, boo boo, aka Mr. Pull Up, aka Mr. Pull Your Whole Card. Absolutely. Absolutely. But he's such a terrible fighter. If he's such a terrible fighter, then fight him. How many of you dudes will let a dude who you know you could whoop their ass try you? You be first to fight him. You fight him real quick. If you knew you could whoop somebody's ass, he ain't all shit. All he got to do is look at you wrong, and it's a problem. The fuck is y'all talking about? Juan says Mayweather was called more than a bitch plenty of times, but he was too rich to care, just like Canelo is now. Please, 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 Juan. Please, Juan, with all that shit. Please, Juan, with all that shit. Who didn't Mayweather fight? Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. I know boxing. I know boxing. How many did who did Mayweather not fight? Who did Mayweather not fight? But I could give you at least 5 or 6 dudes right now Canelo hasn't fought. I can give you about 5 or 6 dudes that Canelo hasn't fought. Come on with all that shit, man. Come on with all that. Mango Juice 07 says, call Uncle Al. Yup. Troy Sora says, undefeated boogeyman champ Andrade calling out all the fighters that no cojones Canelo won't fight. Facts. Absolutely. Absolutely. Caesar Pirates says, boo-boo is too much for these dudes. Those are facts. Those are facts. These dudes don't want no problems at the end of the day. But I don't like that dudes like to slander his name, bro. Like, if you don't want no smoke, just say you don't want no smoke. Just say it. Just say, I don't want no smoke with that dude, man. You know, I don't want no smoke. Just say it. I would respect Canelo a lot more if he just said that shit. Like, I don't want no smoke. But you know what we about to do? Hold on. Let's go through these. Let's keep going through these comments. Let's keep going through these comments. Hold on. Oh shit. I'm behind on the goddamn comments. Let's keep going. Yes, sir. Hold on. Shit. Too much for you. Jose Flores in the building. Jose says, silliness. Canelo doesn't need to fight anyone he doesn't want to. He doesn't need Andrade and Charlo. Their inactivity is going to make them irrelevant. Oh, Jose, okay. Come on, let's cook on your ass, Jose. Let's cook your ass now, because you talking crazy. You talking real crazy. If Canelo can fight anybody who he wants to fight, and he don't need to be calling himself the best, and shouldn't nobody be calling him the best, because he ain't the best. He ain't the best. He needs to drop the belts, okay, and go fight in some exhibitions like Floyd. If that's how you going to carry yourself. If that's how you going to carry yourself. Who care? He didn't. Oh, you want to talk about inactive fighters? Jose, you want to talk about inactive fighters? Oh, they're inactive, right? They're inactive. They're inactive. Canelo had no problem fighting Avni Yildirim. He was inactive. Hold on. Let's look at Avni Yildirim. Hold on a second. Jose in the building. This is for Jose. Man, what the fuck, bro? Avni Yildirim coming off of a 2-year layoff. A 2-year layoff when he fought Canelo. James Kirkland came off of a 2-year layoff when he fought Canelo. Julio Cesar Chavez, another dude that came off of a layoff when he fought Canelo. So if inactivity is an issue, Jose, if inactivity is an issue, why did he fight those guys, Jose? Why did he fight Avni Yildirim? Why did he fight James Kirkland? Those dudes were laid off 2 years. Why did he fight those guys if inactivity is the problem? Canelo wants to make sure that you're in tip-top shape, so he wants to make sure you're active. Is that where you're going, Jose? Is that what you're trying to say? So if that indeed is the question, why fight James Kirkland? Why fight Avni Yildirim, dudes that have been laid off for years? Why fight those guys? Jose? I'm really curious to the answer to that question. I really am. Troy P says, hit them with facts. Yes, sir. We're going to keep on their neck. We got a lot more to go, too, man. Hell yeah, we got a lot more to go because these dudes is crazy out here. For real, for real. Troy says, Jose Flores, no need to fight the Rocky stank-ass Fieldings, Beefy and Beefy Liam Smith and Callum Smith and the your dirk shit of the world. Absolutely. Your dirhams. Absolutely. You can fight those dudes. Those dudes are okay. But Andrade need to be active. Andrade, well, he gotta have a constant stream of activity. Andrade needs to be active. You know what I'm saying? But your Durham, he's coming off 2 years, so we're good. We can fight your Durham. Your Durham is okay. But Andrade needs to be active. He got to be active. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's it. Caesar says Charlo don't want the fight either. Absolutely. The smoke goes for everybody. We saw Jamal stuttering. Let's go back to Jamal stuttering. Let's go back to that shit. Hold on a second, man. Y'all dudes want to act like y'all don't remember this shit. Like y'all don't remember this shit? Like y'all really don't remember this shit. Hold on. Y'all don't remember this shit?
Come here being disrespectful. What I have to say is, when do you think we can make that happen?
Soon. I mean, soon as your team and you get, your stuff together.
You get your stuff together. All that fucking stuttering. Play that shit again. Hold on.
You get, your stuff together.
I don't know. You want the fight or not? I don't know. Y'all niggas act like y'all don't remember this shit for real? Really? Are y'all for real? Y'all don't remember this shit? Absolutely. Mango Juice 07 says at Jose, Canelo is attached to Canelo and Andrade forever. Or to Charlo and Andrade forever. Absolutely, man. Canelo ain't gonna be I don't care what y'all motherfuckers. Canelo ain't gonna be able to go nowhere or enjoy shit until he fight Demetrious Andrade and fucking Jamal Charlo. Period. The fuck is y'all talking about? This dude ran 2 weight divisions. He ran at 154. He ran at 160. He ran to 175. Fought Kovalov. Ran from Better Be. Ran from fucking Bivol. Ran down to 168, and now he's fighting Billy Joe, and he's fighting fucking Callum Smith, and got a free vacant WBC belt. Now all of a sudden, this dude is pound for pound number 1. Get the fuck up out of here with that shit. All y'all niggas find the nearest bridge and jump off that shit. What the fuck is y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? Caesar Pirate says, keep exposing these divas. Absolutely. We're getting it in on these weirdos. All day, every day. Anthony Gardner says, Canelo invented the witness program for boxers. He ain't nothing like De La Hoya, Chavez Sr. Straight joke. Stop running from black fighters who can box. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And then you know what these fanboys want to say when you talk about Canelo? These fanboys want to hop on here and they want to say, well, you're racist because you don't like Canelo. You're racist. Hold on, bro. If I'm racist, is Julio Cesar Chavez racist? He not fucking with Canelo. Is Juan Manuel Marquez racist? Because he ain't fucking with Canelo. Is Eric Morales racist? Because he ain't fucking with Canelo. If I'm racist, then they racist too. Because none of us are fucking with Canelo. So what the fuck is y'all really talking about? Is what I want to know. That's what I want to know. What the fuck is y'all really talking about? You know what I mean? Juan says, all he got to do is fight boxers like GGG and fighters at that level so he won't be denied a chance at that payday. Charlo disrespected him yesterday by calling him a broke bum and Canelo money. Jermell Charlo, we're going to talk about his ass too. Because Jermell Charlo over here talking shit. Meanwhile, he ducking. And Juan, if you don't think the smoke is for everywhere, check my channel because I talk about Jamal. I talk about Jamal and Jermell. Both of they ass don't want no goddamn Andrade smoke because Jermell over here running his mouth, sucking Canelo's dick. That's really what he doing. He got Canelo's balls jiggling in his mouth. He's over here doing all that. And then saying, "Oh, Andrade, we can fight at 154, but Andrade's blackballed. So is he blackballed or can you fight at 154? Which one is it, Jermell?" And then Jermell wants to say, "Oh, well, I don't like Andrade because he pulled out of a fight." But hold on, Tony Harrison pulled out of a fight. Tony Harrison pulled out of the fight with you, but you could fight Tony Harrison, even though he pulled out of a fight, which what you said was a fake injury. You could do that. But you can't fight Demetrious Andrade when he got that WBA belt and you got the WBC belt at 154 pounds. That was an issue. Right, Jermell? That's a problem. Don't act like you want Jermell smoke. You want Andrade smoke, Jermell, because you don't. You don't want no goddamn smoke either. You don't want no smoke either. You tucked your tail between your legs and you ran too, motherfucker. You tucked your tail between your legs and you ran too, Jermell. Jermell and Jamal. Jamal more obvious, but Jermell too. Jermell didn't want no problems. Jermell was hugging that damn WBC, had no interest in unifying. Had no interest in unifying. Fuck up out of here, Jermell. Asante says GGG is ducking, also won. GGG is up, man. Where do I even start with GGG? I'm about to do a whole fucking live about GGG. GGG is a whole fucking disgrace. A whole disgrace. That dude's whole career was a disgrace. The highlight of his career was Canelo. He waited for Canelo. Anthony Pyra says, "You right, Anthony." Or Caesar says, "You right, Anthony." Jose says, "Canelo is more successful than both Charlo and Andrade. They are the ones chasing Canelo and left wanting." Man, get up out of here with that, Jose. Get up out of here with that shit. Come on with all that bullshit. Okay, you're more successful. Bill Gates is more successful than all of them. Now what? Now what, Jose? Now what? Steve Jobs is more successful than all of them. Now what? Now what? Huh? Elon Musk is more successful than all of them. Now what? Now what, Jose? Now what? What you got now? Who's the best fighter, though? Who's the best fighter? Not Canelo. Not Canelo, Jose. You know what I'm saying? You dudes talking about money, but it's dudes out here that got more money. If it's all about money, it's dudes out here that got more money than all these motherfuckers, really. So what we talking about with the money? What we talking about with the money? Who's the best fighter, Jose? That's what I want to know the answer to. And it don't sound like you got the answers, Jose. Anthony Gardner says, "One, GGG turned down Andrade fight to take on Lemieux." Absolutely. GGG wanted zero smoke. GGG wanted zero smoke. Ran. GGG ran. Juan says, "I did answer that question. I saw your answer, Juan." Caesar says, "I like Canelo, I like Charlo, I like Andrade. I just want to see a great fight." That's what real boxing fans want. You know what I'm saying? That's what real boxing fans want. And real boxing fans, man, you know, like I like Andrade, but if Andrade got in there with Canelo and lost, hey, he lost to Canelo. Cool. Canelo's a really good fighter. Andrade's a really good fighter. Do I think that Canelo would beat Andrade? No. We're going to get into that. But at the end of the day, dudes want to see the best fights. So what the fuck is going on, really? You know what I'm saying? Caesar says it's okay for a fighter to have a loss. Absolutely. You could bounce back. Sometimes a motherfucker just got your number. Sometimes a dude just got your number. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? For real. Hold on, man. Let's Here go the thing, man. This shit get worse. Shit get worse. Dudes give Canelo all this consideration. Listen to your boy Canelo. Listen to Canelo in this live from Brian Custer. Listen to your boy Canelo live talking Brian Custer.
One guy who we had on, who you know well, is Errol Spence Jr. And he said he would love in the future to move up in weight. And he said fight Canelo Alvarez, he said, in Dallas, Texas, which he said would be a huge draw. Could you ever see you and Errol Spence Jr. fighting?
Like I said, no, I wanna make the fight people wanna see. If the people want that fight, okay. But like I say, maybe it's gonna be hard for me to make 160 again. We don't know. So my goal now is unify 168, and then we'll see.
How long do you see yourself fighting at 168, Canelo?
Oh, maybe all at the end.
But notice, I want y'all to notice something. He wasn't against Earl Spence. Okay. I want y'all to keep that in mind. He said it'd be hard to go down to 160. Fine. It'd be hard to go down to 160. Go ahead and rock with that if that's what you want to rock with. Go ahead and rock with that if that's what you want to rock with. Okay. It's hard to go down to 160. Fine. Okay. But you still entertaining the idea of fighting a welterweight. You're still entertaining the idea of fighting a welterweight. Okay. Let it be known that you're okay with that. Okay. Let's keep going.
I know my career.
And how long do you see yourself fighting? How many more years?
7.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. I like that. Listen, you've become a mentor to Ryan Garcia. You see, he pulled out of that fight with Javier Fortuna because he said
Hold on.
anxiety,
Hold
depression.
on. We're going to some other shit. Hold on.
Instagram and social media, he had.
Let's go back here because this is where we need to be.
My first
Here we go.
movies, Billy O. Saunders, of course. I need to win, but then the next champion is Caleb Plant. So that's the goal in short time.
Another guy we had on the show who says he's been wanting you for a while, Jermall Charlo. Is that a fight you would like in the future?
Yeah, why not? It's a good fight.
Okay, so note to self. Canelo says, yeah, why not? He says, yeah, why not to Jermall Charlo? Even though he ran from Jermall Charlo from 154, ran from him off from 160, ran up to 175. Jermall Charlo was his mandatory to WBC. Canelo applied for the franchise belt. Okay. And before you say, oh, you offered him a contract. Well, if you offered him a contract, why apply for the franchise belt? If that's how you feel. Okay. Why apply for the franchise belt? Because you got to apply for that shit. You got to apply for it. Okay. Why do that? But let's keep going.
Too, for the people. Maybe for me, it's hard to make 160 now. But let's see in the future.
Another guy who we had on the show who said he wants to fight you, David Benavidez at 168.
Yeah, why not? Will be a great.
He says, yeah, why not to David Benavidez? Okay. We know that Canelo got that free vacant belt from the WBC. You know what I'm saying? That belonged to David Benavidez. David Benavidez is eager and willing to fight Canelo Alvarez. But Canelo says, yeah, why not to David Benavidez? I mean, he hasn't really shown us that he's trying to fight David Benavidez. But let's see what happens. Yeah, why not to David Benavidez? Sure. That's what he says. Let's go.
Great fight with David Benavidez. Why not? I just want to make the fight people want to see.
Yeah. A guy who's fighting on the zone, and we had him on, and he said he's been wanting you for a while, Demetrious Andrade.
So look at this dude face, man. Look at this dude face right now. Look at his face. So everybody else, sure, why not? Yeah, okay, we can make it happen. Sure. Demetrious Andrade. And this is before the little encounter that happened. This is before the fight, the Billy Joe Saunders fight. So y'all keep this shit in perspective. This is before that. Look at his face. Why the fuck you look so pressed? What you so pressed about? Why you got this screw face on right now? Think about Demetrious Andrade. Did Demetrious Andrade fuck your mom or something? What's going on here? Why you look so pressed about somebody bringing up Demetrious Andrade? Let's continue. Let's see what Canelo got to say, but we already know it's going to be some bullshit just based on his face. I didn't see no other facial expressions. I didn't see no facial expression for Jamal Charlo. Didn't see one for Earl Spence, a welterweight. Didn't see one for David Benavidez. But we talking about Demetrious Andrade, and we get a screw face. We get a goddamn screw face. Fuck is going on here? But let's keep going. Let's see what Canelo say.
He says you've been avoiding him. Demetrious Andrade, is that a fight you want?
Oh my goodness. I say this a lot of times, but he fight nobody yet. No, you just.
And again, we go right to the duck language. He ain't fight nobody, but we already went down that shit. He ain't fight nobody. Oh, really? He hasn't fought nobody. So if the criteria in order to fight Canelo is to fight somebody, then we need to understand why Rocky Fielding, why Callum Smith, why Billy Joe Saunders, why these guys were able to get a fight with Canelo. He ain't fight nobody. Duck language. Duck language. But let's keep going.
See the record, he's fighting with nobody. So, and he's I have other plans.
You know what that means? You know what that reaction is? I can't think of good enough I can't think of anything that even sounds good as a lie to say. I can't even think of anything like I can't even think of any good excuses right now. You know what I'm saying? Like no excuses that even make sense cross my mind. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck that reaction was. This is your guy. This is your guy right here. That dude. That's pound for pound king. That nigga. That nigga is pound for pound king. Fuck up out of here with that. You know what I'm saying? But anybody who left in the building, man, I'm going to go ahead and drop this goddamn link. I'm going to drop this link. Actually, hold up. Hold up. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this before I drop this damn link. Let's talk about this before I drop this damn link. You niggas want to act like Andrade ain't got no shot beating Canelo. You niggas want to act like Andrade ain't got no shot beating Canelo. Like Canelo has the best resume there is to have. Like Canelo has the best resume there is to have with this shit. When you have this shit happening to Floyd Mayweather. Can't even hit Floyd. Can't even hit Floyd.
Saw them fight. They're feigning each other. Exchange. Canelo with the high guard. Mayweather. Two undefeated kingpins. Round two. Straight ahead. Well, they combined from 93 bouts.
About a position. And also, when you keep your composure, you don't overcommit the defense. He thinks he can, by the way.
Now Canelo to the Mayweather books as he jabs a body is second to none. And now quick.
And still trying to measure him.
Under a minute remaining in the second as Mayweather pops off a career. There's Canelo with the Things are just percolating here.
This is your guy. This is your guy. Come on, man. Andrade can't do this stuff to Canelo. Come on, man.
Mayweather and Canelo Alvarez.
Lands a straight right hand.
And now Canelo with a combination. Right hand to the body, followed by the left to the sternum area. And then hitting the target. Feels to be desperate. 1-2 combination there by Mayweather.
That's your guy. That's your guy right there. Taking straight right hands to the face. That guy. That guy's pound for pound number one. That guy's boxing's king. Really?
There's a nice counter left hand by Mayweather. Canelo just misses with the right uppercut. Mayweather stabs him with a jab in the midsection. For the super welterweight championship.
Yeah, so it's hard to catch it. The key is that he's going to need to try and throw that more.
Demetrious Andrade will handle this boy. Demetrious Andrade will handle this boy. And he knows it. He fucking knows it. Look at Mayweather easily beating this dude the fuck up without no real problems. But this is supposed to be a dude that knocks Andrade out. This is supposed to be the dude that Andrade can't fuck with. This nigga that easily got beat up by a 36-year-old Floyd Mayweather.
Straight right hand. Canelo goes to the body with the right.
A good roll counter by Mayweather there.
Nice right.
Come on, bro. A Floyd Mayweather who at his heaviest goes up to what? 147 pounds. Floyd Mayweather blows up to what? 147 pounds at 150 at best, 151, walking around. And a Canelo Alvarez, who at this point is probably like 180 pounds, getting handled. This Canelo is supposed to stop everybody. This Canelo can't nobody fuck with. This nigga that's getting handled by Floyd Mayweather easily. This nigga who's made no real improvements since this Floyd Mayweather fight. All of a sudden, we supposed to believe as fans that this dude is pound for pound number one when he hasn't fought nobody near the level of a Floyd Mayweather. Nobody with even that style. This dude.
Hand by Mayweather off the jab. And there's a stick.
His best chance is Mayweather's engaging him.
Doing his best to do just that, but again, a quick in the hands. Oh, and a clubbing left hand and a jab from Canelo. And Mayweather smiles as he goes to work on the body.
You can't fight on the inside for shit. Canelo can't fight on the inside for shit. He doesn't even know what to do. But this dude's pound for pound number one. Get the fuck up out of here.
The last round, 38, and landed the same number according to top
Mayweather in the blue snake skin and sticks a shot.
Every time he threw a jab, he got hit. Every time he threw a punch, he got hit.
To the body. Welterweight division facing Miguel Cotto of the Mexican contingent. A jab from Canelo. Mayweather scrapes the body with left.
We're not going to go through that whole bit of video, man. It's about 10 minutes of ass whoopings. 10 minutes of ass whooping. We ain't going to go all the way through that video. But I'm about to drop this goddamn link. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. About to drop this goddamn link. Let me drop this link. All right, there go the goddamn link, man. Anybody who trying to hop on can hop on. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who trying to hop on can hop on. You know what I'm saying? Let's read some of these comment sections while I'm waiting on somebody to hop up in the motherfucking place. Let's read some of these comments. I'm a little behind on this. I'm a little behind on this shit. A lot behind on it. God damn. Okay. Anthony says one GGG turn on. Okay, I read that already. I did answer that question. Boom, boom, boom. It's okay if a fall. Okay, cool, cool. Jose, how is he more successful? Floyd fight. He ducks black boxers who are undefeated. They've been calling him out since 154. He gave up 3 belts or opportunities at belts to duck boxers. These are facts. These are facts. But these Canelo fanboys, they just gonna ride with him. You know, so much evidence and so much damning evidence on top of that to make these dudes look silly. So much damning evidence at that. So much damning evidence at that. But these dudes still run their mouth. You know what I'm saying? Caesar says people are too concerned about what others think. That's the problem. Juan says, I'm still waiting for you to compare resumes, and Canelo don't need to pull up no number one because he's the one with the target on his head. What the fuck? What do you mean, Juan, bro? Come on, Juan. Come on with all that shit, bro. Come on with all that shit. Come on. I'm not about to compare Andrade resume to Canelo Alvarez, Juan. I'm not about to do that shit, bro. I'm not about to do that shit. But what I will do is play a video on Andrade pulling up to this dude. Andrade pulling up to this dude at his own fight. Pulling up to this dude at his own fight. I will play a video of Andrade pulling up to this dude at his own fight, calling him out. I will play a video of Demetrious Andrade saying this.
I'm putting it out there. Canelo, you a bitch.
I will play that. That's what I'll play. I will go through that. I will do that. Let's do it again. Hold up.
Canelo, you a bitch.
I will do that. I want to make a track out of that, man. I'm going to sample that shit, and I'm going to make some real music out that shit, man. That's what I'm about to do out here on these streets. That's what I'm about to do. That might be my opener. I don't have no opener right now, but this might be my opener moving forward. How you let a man call you out your name like that? Look,
bitch, I'm putting it out there.
How you let a grown man call you out your name like that, Canelo Alvarez, a dude that was in your division 2 times. 2 times. 2. Dose. How you let a dude call you out your name like that? Pull up to your fight when you supposed to be enjoying your little moment. You supposed to be in there. Everything supposed to be cool. You with your family, enjoying your little win. You let a dude walk up on you in your environment and call you the fuck out. How you let a dude do that and you don't even want to acknowledge him? The shit is funny. A dude calling you a bitch. That's funny. That's funny. He called me a bitch. That's literally what Canelo did. That's literally what Canelo did. How you allow that to go down? That's what I'm trying to figure out. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Alvarado says, was Liam Smith a cherry pick for Canelo? I'm not even going to answer that question. Then Liam Williams is a hell of a cherry pick. Wow. Anthony. When did you start watching boxing, Anthony? When did you start watching boxing? When did you start watching boxing? Let's add some perspective to what you just said, because I have no idea why the fuck you said it. That shit didn't make no goddamn sense. Huh? Liam Smith was a dude that picked up a vacant WBO belt after Demetrious Andrade was stripped. Okay, a belt that Canelo could have easily fought the champion, Demetrious Andrade. Okay? He could have fought the champion, Demetrious Andrade. But he waited for Andrade. Andrade got stripped. And Canelo fought the guy who picked up the vacant belt. That's what he did, Anthony Alvarado. Liam Williams is a mandatory for the WBO belt. He wasn't even the mandatory. He was Liam Williams was number 2 in line for that WBO. But the number 1 guy, Jaime Munguia, That pussy dude decided he didn't want to fight the motherfucking champion, Demetrious Andrade. So Andrade had to fight the next person in line, Liam Williams. Liam Williams. Okay? So that's not a cherry pick. That's fighting who you can fight. What Canelo did was a cherry pick, Anthony. And I know that you know better. I know that you know that I know that you know that I know that you know better than the dumb shit that you're saying. I know that. Anthony says, keep that same energy. Oh, I most definitely will, Anthony. Most definitely will. Oh, yeah. 155%. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we keep that same energy. We the home of keep that same energy. Oh, yeah. Jose Flores says they may be tied. They may be tied to the hip, but they can be ignored and be left wanting. Come on, man. Come on with all that. Troy says Charlo sounding like a stuttering fat hour. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Charlo out here stuttering, man, stumbling around his words and shit like that. Andre asking him for a fight and fuck up out of here. Juan says Chavez and Canelo are cool. They cool now. They cool. Hey, they cool now. You know what I'm saying? They cool now. But what about when Julio Cesar Chavez was saying, hold on, let me see if I can find that video, bro. Let me see if I can find that video. Let me see. Juan about to bring the ugly out of me. That's what Juan about to do. Hold on. Let's see if I can find that video. Stop share. Pause share. Let's pause it. All right. Hold on. YouTube. Hold on. Hold on, man. We here. We here. We here. Let's go. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. This is from 4 years ago. Hold on, hold on. It's from 4 years ago. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, Canelo fanboys. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hold on. Where is it? Shit, there we go. Here we go.
Pleasure to introduce to you a man who needs no introduction the world over. He has been a great ambassador for boxing. He's my hero, my inspiration, why I got into this sport. And I had the honor and the pleasure to fight him twice and will always be my hero. That is Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. Julio.
Gracias.
Thank you.
I don't know. Can he speak English? I don't know if he can speak English. It might have to be some shit interpreted. I don't know. Hold on. But you read the headlines. Let's stop with the mamaritas. This fight will paralyze Mexico. Hold on. Man, he gonna speak Spanish, bro. All right, all right. Failed attempt. Failed the fucking attempt. You know what I'm saying? Failed attempt. He about to speak Spanish. I ain't trying to be interpreting and all this shit. I can't speak no Spanish. I ain't got no translators present. I don't know. Okay. But I'm reading this headline to you. This is when Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. fought Canelo Alvarez. Okay. And you can say it was to promote a fight. You can say, oh, it was all to promote a fight. But Julio Cesar Chavez did not fuck with Canelo Alvarez. He didn't fuck with him. He didn't fuck with him. None of the Mexican legends fucked with Canelo Alvarez. They don't fuck with him because they know he cherry picks. Because they know he picks his fights. Because they know he avoids top competition. They don't fuck with him. They don't fuck with Canelo. They don't. You know what I'm saying? They don't. They don't fuck with Canelo. They don't. I'm not the only one. These dudes don't fuck with him neither. Chavez Sr. fuck with him now. Maybe they cool now. But they didn't fuck with him. So let's stop pretending. Let's stop. These dudes, they don't know what they talking about. Is that what you gonna say? They cool now? Is that what you're gonna say? Oh, they cool now. Yeah, they hugged it out now. But 4 years ago, 5 years ago, Eric Morales, Juan Manuel Marquez, these dudes were all saying Canelo ain't cutting the mustard. Canelo ain't doing the things he's supposed to be doing. These dudes were all saying it. So y'all want to pretend like y'all don't remember that shit? Y'all want to pretend like quote unquote black fans are the only fans that feel that way about Canelo? The fact that he's cherry picking, the fact that he's fighting really nobody, picking up vacant belts, testing positive for Clenbuterol. You want to pretend like black fight fans are the only one that noticed that shit? The fuck up out of here with all that, man. You know what I'm saying? Juan says, right now, everyone's goal is to dethrone Canelo because he's the man, like it or not, and that's a fact. The man, my ass. It depends on your definition of the man. It depends on your definition of the man. You talking about the man, the one that's making the most money? Because Canelo's probably making the most money. I give you that. He's the man making the most money. But he's either a man in boxing, like is he the best fighter? Fuck no. Is he the best boxer? Fuck no. Why? Because he hasn't proven it. You only prove you the best boxer in the ring. This dude hasn't proved that he's the best fighter. This dude hasn't proved that he's the GOAT. He dude hasn't proved that he's pound for pound number one. You don't prove that by fighting Avni Yildirim's and Billy Joe Saunders and Caleb Plant. You don't prove that. You don't prove that by fighting those guys. These dudes that are 1 or 2 title defenses away from getting the belt in the first fucking place. You don't prove it that way. Canelo making the most money? Sure, I'll give you that shit. I give you that shit. Yeah, he making the most money, but he ain't the best. He ain't the best. The fuck is y'all out here talking about? Chavez and Canelo cool. They hugged it out. Chavez and Morales both said nobody beats Canelo right now. So how does that mean they don't fuck with him right now? He cherry picking. I haven't heard Eric Morales say that. Drop that link to that. That's what I want to hear. Right now, everyone's goal is okay. I read that shit. Jose says that's dumb logic. You answer a question my way, or I clown you. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about, bro? Juan says, look, the sad thing is the fight game don't care about real fight fans. They care more about mainstream fans. And sadly, that's a fact. Now, I would agree with you there. I will agree with you there. You make a good point there, Juan. See, I knew we would agree one day on something. You make a good point there, Juan. They do care more about mainstream shit. But the fight fans out here who know better, the niggas like me who are going to be giving real information and not none of that fanboy bullshit, not out here nut hugging Canelo like the Charlo brothers and giving out real information and giving real timelines and talking about shit that really happened. We always gonna know. And if we do our part to make it known that this is what the fuck it is, then people will begin to fucking accept it and demand that people like Canelo and Earl Spence and dudes like that who fucking run from top competition, people will demand that they fight who the fuck they supposed to fight. You know what I'm saying? Caesar says, Juan, you're right on the money. Absolutely, he's right on the money. He's right on the money with that. Absolutely. You right about that. I give you that, Juan. But just because they care more about it, like we shouldn't entertain that bullshit. If we know something is bullshit, we shouldn't entertain it. Troy says Jose Flores, old man Mayweather was more successful up and coming challenger Canelo, but he fought him, didn't he? No cojones, Duck Canelo absolutely horrible in that fight, wasn't he? Shaking my damn head. Hold on, let me check this Zoom link. Let me see if anybody hit that link. Let me see. Oh shit, that ain't what I was trying to do. Oh, here we go. Okay, nobody hit that link. Let me drop that link again, man. Anybody in the building, man? You want to hop on the panel? There's the link. Shit. There's the link. You know what I'm saying? You know. Jose Flores says Canelo is fighting champions. Predominantly. Man, come on with all that shit, bro. Come on with all that shit. Come on all that shit, man. What constitutes a champion right now in this day and age with this level, this age of boxing? Dude ain't fighting nobody. Billy Joe Saunders. I give him some credit for Billy Joe Saunders, but not really. Not really. Billy Joe Saunders and Caleb Plant and Callum Smith. Come on, bro. Mandatory and Chavez Jr. Pride. Come on, bro. Jose says Canelo can retire today and he will be okay and not lose sleep. He can retire today, but I mean, don't call yourself the best. Don't even think about doing that shit. Don't even think about doing that shit. Don't call yourself the best. You can retire with, you know, a nice little wallet. As a matter of fact, I think Canelo should retire. I think he should retire tomorrow. I think he should get the fuck out of boxing. I think he should leave boxing. Drop the belts and leave boxing. Just get out the sport, bro. Ain't that, you know, fuck it. Your fans think that you did no wrong. You know, they think that you did everything you're supposed to do. Fuck it. Just leave the sport. Drop the belt and leave the sport. Just get the fuck out the sport. The sport don't need you. You're not helping the fucking sport. Just get out. Just get out the sport. I would be cool if Canelo retired. I'd be more than cool with that. You know, I don't want to see no more Avenue Durham fights. Get the fuck out the sport. I don't want to see Canelo go to a division where hardly nobody is and try to fight and unify the belts. I don't want to see that shit. Go ahead and retire. He'd be doing boxing a favor at that point. Grievous in the building. Grievous says, yo, but Canelo is a different animal, is a different animal now. Is he really? How is he a different animal now, Grievous? How is he a different animal now? What could he do now that he couldn't do then when he fought Mayweather? That's the question. What can he do now that he couldn't do then when he fought Mayweather? How has his style changed? How is he a better fighter, Grievous? Let's go back to Mayweather schooling this dude. Hold on a second, man. Mayweather over here giving this dude work. Mayweather, this was one of Mayweather's easiest fights. Look at Mayweather.
Be able to see the punches and counter from here. See, eventually you want to get just a little closer to be able to counter punch your opponent because they're both not really lunging and leading. So they got to be close enough to his life here in round 6 underway. Canelo sticks the jab.
Look at this dude getting caught, bro. Look.
And the right hand is showing some of his defensive acumen.
He just got caught with a right uppercut, man. Come on, man. Canelo can't even touch him. This is your pound for pound number 1. Come on, man. Marcos Maidana did a better job versus Mayweather. Come on, man. Sugar Shane Mosley did a better job against Floyd Mayweather. So many other fighters have done a better job than Floyd Mayweather. I mean, than Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez was one of Floyd's easiest fights. Canelo Alvarez got dominated by Floyd Mayweather, but dudes want to run their mouth like Canelo ain't got no, like Andrade ain't got no shot against a dude that got dominated by a 36-year-old Floyd Mayweather. Get the fuck up out of here with that shit, man. What y'all talking about? So this Canelo is that different than the Canelo that we got now? Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me? And if you're going to tell me that, tell me what does Canelo do better, or tell me how Canelo has improved from this shit.
He ate that right uppercut from long distance. They talked about in the corner. Now it's a matter of counter right that bounced off Mayweather's shoulder. There's a left hook that landed by Canelo, but Mayweather comes back. So each
Look at this shit.
sometimes it's a counter punch.
What the fuck? Come on, man. You telling me Andrade can't beat Canelo? Andrade got no shot, but he over here throwing punches at the air? That's what you're telling me? Against Floyd Mayweather? But Andrade got no shot. Get the fuck up out of here. Andrade, way bigger, way longer. Come on, man. This shit.
Euphoric here at the MGM Grand as we go to round 7.
Come on, bro. Seriously? What y'all telling me right now, man? What is y'all saying to me? I really need to know. I really need to know. You know what I'm saying? Juan Trevino says, yeah, Andrade would handle that boy. He's a man. He's a man now that breaks people's faces. He breaks people's faces, and you doing boxing a disservice by comparing a 23-year-old Canelo to him now. Come on, bro. He wasn't breaking people's faces back then. Juan, he wasn't breaking people's faces back then. Huh? Wasn't he 40-something and 0 when he fought Floyd Mayweather? Let's go back to Canelo's resume. Go back to his resume. Let's look at all the knockouts before Floyd Mayweather. Let's see what Juan talking about. Let's see what Juan is saying. Juan is saying you can't compare that. You can't compare that. Okay, so here's Floyd Mayweather. He lost. He got a unanimous decision versus Austin Trout. Knocked out Jose Tito Lopez. That's one. Unanimous decision to Shane Mosley, which, by the way, this is all some bullshit. Shane Mosley was how old? But you got a unanimous decision to Shane Mosley? Okay, but we're not talking about that. We want to count the knockouts. Let's count the knockouts. Knocked out Josecito. Knocked out Kermit Cintron. Knocked out Alfonso Gomez. Knocked out Ryan Rhodes. Knocked out Matt. Oh, that was unanimous decision. Matthew Hatton, which, by the way, he got hurt in that fight. Which, by the way. Knocked out Carlos Baldomir. So hold on. So hold up. So hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Wasn't he breaking people's faces then? Wasn't he knocking people out then? What the fuck is we really talking about? What we really talking about? I ain't even go all the way down the list. I didn't even go all the way down the fucking list. This dude had 40-something fights, 40-something and 0. 40-something and 0 when he fought Floyd Mayweather. What is we really talking about? For real, for real. Come on now. Grievous says he's at the top of his game. Ha ha, he's at the top of his game. You wasn't at the top of his game before? That what y'all saying? Because I don't see how you got 40-something fights and you 40-something. How are you not at the top of your game and you got 40-something? You're 40-something and 0. You're 40-something and 0 at 23 years old, but you're not at the top of your game. I don't understand that. Let me know. Grievous says, give Andrade what he wants. I wouldn't mind seeing Canelo whoop him. Well, you entitled to your opinion. That's what boxing is about, Grievous. That's what boxing is about. When big fights happen, okay, we got fans that pick winners of fights, okay? You got your person who you think's going to win. I got my person who I think's going to win. And we find out who's right at the end of the day because the fight happens. But the problem is, Grievous, is the fights, these big fights that we can go, I think this person will win, I think this person will win. These fights ain't happening because you got one dude, Canelo, running from every goddamn body. You know what I'm saying? You got one dude, Canelo, running from every goddamn body. And if you're new in the building, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? So we don't get these fights. Grievous says Williams gave Andrade a hard night's work. A hard night's work he did. Liam Williams is a tough guy. Liam Williams is a tough guy. Liam Williams gives everybody at middleweight a tough night. And I'm going to clown your ass if you say anything different. The kind of style that Liam Williams has, he walked through so many punches in order to land one punch. But you dudes want to discredit Liam Williams, a dude that got hit with several uppercuts throughout the fight, a dude that got hit with flurries and kept coming, a dude that refused to give up. Liam Williams is a tough fight. He's a tough fight for anybody. So what is y'all really talking about with that shit? Well, Griffiths, you just saying he gave him a hard night. You would give anybody a hard night, honestly. Jose says, best fighter is Canelo. How he the best fighter? How has he proved that he's the best fighter? Who has he beat in order to prove that he's the best fighter, Jose? Huh? Who has Canelo beat to prove that he's the best fighter? Clenbuterol Canelo. Who has he beat in order to prove that he's the best fighter, Jose? Huh? When he went up against the best fighter, Floyd Mayweather, he got dominated. So who is he fighting? Who has he fought to prove that he's the best fighter? Billy Joe Saunders? Is that who he fought? Huh? Sergey Kovalev? Is that who he fought? Oh, I know. Avni Yildirim. That's who he fought to make him the best fighter. Who has Canelo fought to make him the best fighter? Jose. That's what I want to know. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Hold on. Let's go back. Hold on. Let's go back to these comments. Hold up. We here. Jose Flores says the reason other fighters want to fight Canelo is to prove that they are the best, while Canelo doesn't need to chase them and prove that he's the best. What the fuck? Really? Really? Boxing is about what? The best fighting the best. Is Canelo one of the best fighters? Yeah, he is. Is Andrade one of the best fighters? Yes, he is. Is Charlo one of the best fighters? Yes, he is. Okay, so with all that in mind, all these dudes should want to fight each other in order to prove who's the best, Jose. That's how you prove that. You fight the best competition. Nobody's saying Canelo or Clenbuterol Canelo isn't the best competition. Nobody's saying that that's not the truth, because it is the truth. Okay, but Canelo should want to fight the best competition. The best competition does not consist of Billy Joe Saunders. The best competition does not consist of Liam Williams or Liam Smith, or the best competition does not consist of Avni Yildirim. These dudes are not the best competition. Juan says, now is more relevant than the past. How you gonna use what Chavez said 4 years ago and ignore what he said now? That's ignoring the facts. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Seriously? 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 Canelo's gotten too powerful now at this point. Canelo's gotten what he's gotten too powerful. He's still doing the same shit. So tell me, how are they? Instead of asking me that question, why don't you ask them that question? That's the real thing, Juan. Instead of asking me that, why don't you ask Julio Cesar Chavez that? Why don't you ask Chavez why his opinion changed to Canelo? Because he's really doing the same shit, if not a lot worse before. At least before he was fighting Lara. He was fighting Trout. At least before he was fighting a few people. Now, come on. So why don't you ask them that question? You know, Grievous says they don't fuck with Chavez Jr. They don't fuck with Chavez Jr., but I don't see what's so different about Chavez Jr. than Canelo. I mean, other than the laziness of Chavez Jr., other than the fact that Chavez Jr. just isn't that great of a fighter at all, you know what I mean? And it's easy to beat. As far as how they move, Chavez Jr. move, and how Canelo move, I honestly, I probably give Chavez Jr. They about even on the way they move, the way they look for certain fights, and the way they cherry pick shit. You know what I'm saying? Jose Flores says Fielding, Smith, and BJ had titles. He wanted he and the other is a mandatory. Okay, Andrade got a title too. Charlo got a title too. What's up, Jose? What's up, Jose? Andre got a title too. Charlo got a title too. Before the WBC gave Canelo that WBC belt, Benavidez had a title too. Why did Canelo become interested in 168 after David Benavidez got stripped? That's what I want to know. Answer me that question. Juan says, dude, you cherry picking facts. Every great has doubters in the beginning. What matters is the present. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on with all that, man. I'm not cherry picking no facts. I'm not Canelo. I don't cherry pick. I'm not cherry picking. Come on, bro. Dalton Voss says, Boxer Die, I respect your opinion. I disagree. I think Canelo is the best right now. It could change Bud versus Spence fights when Bud versus Spence fight. I respect your opinion. You think he's the best right now? Well, if you could think somebody the best, but at the end of the day, they have to prove that they're the best. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to prove that in the ring. The only way people can know that, like right now, Dalton, like right now, that's your opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's your opinion right now. And I respect that because everybody's entitled to their opinion. Okay, but the only way an opinion can turn into fact is when it's proven. The only way an opinion can turn into fact is when it's proven. Let me say that shit one more time. God damn. I gave myself goosebumps saying that shit. God damn. The only way an opinion can turn into fact is when it's proven. Canelo has not proven that he's the best. But the thing about it that should piss y'all off. This is what should piss y'all off. The thing about it is he doesn't even want to. He doesn't even want to. Come on, y'all. Jose Flores says, yep, that is the king. And that's all you have. A fight almost a decade old. Come on, bro. We could go through the Lara fight too. We can go through the Lara fight too, Jose. We can go through Lara. We can go through Trout. I can give you a few fights where Canelo really lost. You know what I'm saying? But he got the win. I can give you a few fights where Canelo really looked bad. Okay? But he ended up getting the W. Come on, Jose. Don't do that. Because we could take it there if you really want to go there. The Jimbe CPT is in the building. Shout out to you, my guy. Make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button for your boy, man, one time. But he says, according to WADA, recent violators of Clenbuterol, China's few little 150 to 100 picker program, Italy's Spain 50, Canelo Alvarez. Okay. Oh, wow. So few tested 50 to 100 grams of Clenbuterol. Alessandro Colo 200. Spain Cataro 50. Canelo Alvarez 600 to 800. The limit for Clenbuterol. So Clenbuterol Canelo, not only is he a cherry picker, but this dude is a drug cheat. You know what I'm saying? Come on, y'all. This is your pound for pound number one. A dude that tested positive for clenbuterol, and not even a little bit of clenbuterol, a motherfucking lot of clenbuterol. And then he gets the WBC to back that bullshit. Seriously? Clenbuterol Canelo is your pound for pound number one. That's the best fighter in the world. A dude that feels it need to take clenbuterol, PEDs, performance enhancement drugs in order to compete. That's your pound for pound. Come on with all that, y'all. Come on with all that, y'all. Y'all not fooling nobody with clenbuterol Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Juan says, if you can't see that he has improved, then you need some boxing lessons. His head movement is 100 times better, and he sets up traps way better. Maidana and Mosley were nowhere near 23 years old. Come on, man. Come on, bro. His head movement, he got better head movement. That's what you want to give him? Head movement? What can he do? What can he do now that he couldn't do before? That's what I want to know, Juan. What can he do now that he couldn't do before? And that's nothing. Canelo always moved his head. He moves his head a little bit more. That doesn't mean his defense is better because he still gets a hit. He moves his head more. Cool. Good for Canelo. But does Canelo have a better jab? Can he fight on the inside now? Because Canelo can't fight on the inside for shit. Can he fight on the inside? No. Can he fight on the outside? No. All the things that he couldn't do, he still can't do. Does Canelo have good footwork? No. Does Canelo have good defense? No. He shells up his defense. He still gets hit with looping. Come on, man. Come on, man. I can pick this shit apart. I can pick this shit apart. His head movement, that's what you want to give him? He can move his head back when he fought Mayweather. Hold on, let's go back to the fight and watch Canelo moving his head. He was moving his head. He was moving his head. You think Canelo wasn't moving his head when Mayweather was getting his? Come on now. Come on, let's hold on.
That's why it's 6-1 in rounds on my card. 5-1 in rounds. Great point. Just him up to the ropes with a jab, and there's a double jab through the guard, and that right hand, and what a...
Look at this shit.
The jab to the body.
Look at this shit.
By Floyd Mayweather. He's not going to overcommit. Another good round for Floyd Mayweather. Lead left hand by Canelo connects. Round 8 is on. I think it's a little bit of frustration.
Look at that. Wasn't that head movement? When that head movement, he moves his head. He always moved his head. What could he do that he could? What can he do now that he couldn't do before? Okay. And that's nothing. Everything that he does now, he did before. All the skills he had before, he has now. Or all the skills he has now, he had before. Does he move his head a little bit more? Maybe. Not that much more. Not that much more. And he moved his head before. Okay? Key fundamental in boxing. Is his footwork better? No, because his footwork was always trash. His footwork not better. Can he cut off the ring better? No. Come on, y'all. Can he fight on the inside? No. Can he fight on the outside? No. Look at that. Isn't that the same Canelo? I mean, like, look at those combinations. Isn't that what he does now? Doesn't he throw his combinations like that now? What's so different? Where's the difference? I'm not seeing it. Look at him getting stuck, man. You don't think Demetrious Andrade could do this to this guy? You don't think Andrade could do that to Canelo? A 36-year-old Floyd Mayweather could do it. You don't think Demetrious Andrade could? Come on, man. Look at this dude just get two-piece the fuck up. Come on, man. Wasn't that head movement, y'all? Wasn't that head movement? Let's see it again. Hold on a second. Because y'all want to act like the dudes that say that, y'all want to act like Canelo never moved his head. Canelo uses his head movement now. He never used head movement before, but he uses head movement now. Canelo uses head movement now, but he never used head movement before. Look at that. That's head movement. That's head movement, y'all. What the fuck is y'all talking about? He just didn't know when to move his head, and he still don't know when to move his fucking head. But he hasn't been in the ring with a fighter like this, or even close to it, or even anywhere resembling a style like this. That is head movement. He does that now, and he did that then. Come on, man. This is your guy. That's your guy. Come on, man. Come on, y'all. That's supposed to be your guy. That's your guy. That guy. Come on, man. Troy says, no cojones, Canelo needs to do us real boxing fans and get the fuck out of here. Facts. I agree wholeheartedly. He needs to just leave boxing. He needs to just leave boxing. You ain't gonna fight nobody. You ain't gonna do nothing significant. Just get the fuck out, bro. In my Canelo voice, get the fuck out. Hold on, let me play the video of him saying, hold on. Thank you. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Hey, get the fuck out of here. That's what Canelo need to do. He need to get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? He need to get the fuck out of here. Real talk, Juan. I already know. Ain't damn sure no real talk. Hold on. Asante says Canelo is the exact same fighter he always was, just juiced up. Facts. Facts. He went from Canelo to Clenbuterol Canelo. That was his evolution process. From Canelo to Clenbuterol Canelo. Grievous says Canelo is a bull in China shop, is a bull in a China shop, man. Man, whatever, bro. Come on, bro. Juan says after Canelo's resume, do Andrade. After Canelo's resume, do Andrade's, and tell me who has a better resume. Of course, that's what you're gonna default to, Juan. Of course, that's when you're gonna default to. But you know, when you default there, this is what I default to. When you say when you say who has the better resume, let's compare resumes. Then I go to this. I go to this.
Canelo, you a bitch.
I go to that. I go to that. I go to that. When you say who's the resume, like who compare resumes, I go to this.
Canelo, you a bitch.
That's what I go to. That's what I go to. When you default to resumes, I default to that. I default to that. We have our defaults. You know what I'm saying? We have our defaults. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. For real, for real. Hold on. Let's go some more of these comments. You know what I'm saying? Juan says, that's a long list, huh? How long is Andrade list? Make it shorter. Make a shorter list. Who has more title fights? Andrade is like 3 or 4 years older than Canelo, and he hasn't fought anyone that Canelo has. You know, it's funny. I always see people make that comparison. Andrade's older, but who's been a pro longer? Who's been a pro longer? Huh? Who's been a pro longer? Let's go to Canelo's resume. Hold on. Who's been a pro longer? Because Canelo had 40-something fights at 23. Canelo had 40-something fights at 23. So here's his first fight in 2005 in Mexico. Okay. 2005, October 29, 2005 in Mexico. Okay. Let's go to Demetrious Andrade. Let's see how long he's been a pro. Let's see how long he's been a pro. Hold on. Here's Demetrious Andrade's first fight. 2008. 2008. Canelo's been a pro 3 years longer than Demetrious Andrade, even though Andrade is older. Even though Andrade is older. So y'all stop the cap. Y'all need to stop it. Because every time you do, you make yourself look bad. Every time you go down this road, you make yourself look bad. You make yourself look bad. Andrade is 3 or 4 years older, but who's been a pro longer? Canelo. Canelo's been a pro 3 years longer than Demetrious Andrade. Doesn't that make more sense? That Canelo have a better resume considering he's been a pro 3 years longer? If all your argument is, oh, who has the better resume? Who has the better resume? Who's been a pro longer? Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? For anyone that Canelo has, come on, man. Come on with all that, y'all. Come on. Troy says, look up that video of Miguel Cotto's bum-ass brother rocking the shit out of Duck Nello and have him doing a double Dutch stanky leg dance. Shout out to you, Troy. Shout out to you. Yeah, we gonna find that video. This is for you right here, Troy. Hell yeah. Canelo versus a second, bro. Let's find that shit. Dudes out here talking. I want to give Canelo so much credit. Miguel Cotto, bum ass brother. What the hell was that dude's name? I forgot his name. I think it was Matthew Cotto. I forgot that dude's name, man. Hold on a second. We gonna find him. No worries. We're gonna find him. By the way, look at all these dudes Canelo fought at the beginning of his career. Look at this shit, bro. 8-21. Look at this shit, bro. 40-something hollow ass wins in Mexico. Look at this shit. Come on, bro. You want credit for this shit? Look at this shit. Come on, man. Where is it? Is it Matthew Cotto? Where is the dude's name? Where is he? Where is he? Matthew Hatton. Was it Matthew Hatton? I think it was Matthew. No, Jose Miguel Cotto. There you go. Jose Miguel Cotto. All right. Hell yeah. Let's go look at that shit. I want to. Oh. All you got is that Mayweather fight, and Canelo really, he really, he that's all you got. Really? Really?
And there's, longer amateur career. Say there's not a good amateur program. Jose Miguel Cotto, as you can see, for Alvarez to be facing.
Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Really? This is your guy? Huh? Come on, man. Come on, man. Look at him on the ropes flailing around like a flounder. Come on, man. But Andrade ain't got no chance, right? Andrade ain't got no chance. But Miguel Cotto, brother, according to Troy, Miguel Cotto, bum ass brother, could do this to Canelo Alvarez. But Andrade ain't got no shot against him. Come on, bro. By the way, isn't Canelo moving his head? Even at 19 years old, he's moving his head. Isn't Canelo moving his head? People in the back. I'm pretty sure I see head movement. I'm pretty sure I do. He moves his head 100 times better, but he moved his head before pretty well. Come on, man. This is your guy. This is your guy. Come on, man. Come on, y'all. Grievous says Andrade was quiet for years. All of a sudden, he wants Canelo. Dude, Andrade's been calling Canelo out so fucking long. Bro, I just played you a video from 6 years ago, Grievous. I played you a video from 6 years ago. I played you a video from 6 years ago, Grievous. Ain't no all of a sudden. Ain't nothing all of a sudden about this shit. This shit's been going on for years. Andrade called him a bitch. What else do you have to say to a fighter in order for them to understand that you want the fight? I need to know that, Grievous. What more do you have to say? Andrade called Canelo a bitch. This was 6 years ago in 2015. So don't say all of this all of a sudden, because he's been calling Canelo out. Come on now, Grievous. Canelo has a hit list, man. He got a hit list now. Now he got a hit list. He didn't have no hit list back in 2016, back in 2015 when he said he wanted to be undisputed at 154 pounds. Didn't he have a hit list then? Didn't he have a hit list at 154 pounds when all he needed was that WBO belt? Didn't he have a hit list at 160 pounds when all he needed was that WBO belt? Come on with all that, man. I don't want to hear about no hit list. The hit list changes when Canelo feels like changing it. Juan says, look, we all have different opinions. The only true facts are numbers. What numbers are you referring to, Juan? What numbers are you referring to? You gonna start talking like Earl Spence fans and start bringing up pay-per-views or some shit? What are you gonna say? Because if you're gonna say, well, Andrade don't make no money, Andrade don't bring in fans, well, then I'm gonna say neither does Avni Yildirim, neither does Rocky Fielding, neither does any of these other bums that Canelo jumped in the ring with. If you're gonna say, well, who has Andrade fought? Then I'm gonna say, well, who has Avni Yildirim? Who has Rocky Fielding? Who has Billy Joe Saunders? Who has Callum Smith fought? You don't see, no matter where you go with this Canelo excuse argument, you're just gonna be backing yourself right into a motherfucking corner. Really? You know what I'm saying? Grievous says, did you know Billy Ho was unbeaten for 13 years? Technically unbeaten, but he lost to Chris Eubank, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Technically. And that was probably the best fighter he had on his resume, Chris Eubank Jr. You know? Juan says, numbers like titles won, title fights, pay-per-view numbers. Okay, don't talk. Oh, pay-per-views again. And just like I just said, titles won. Okay? Titles won. Has Canelo won more titles than Andrade? Okay, he has at this point. He has. So what? So what? He's not fighting the best competition. So what? So what? If you're not fighting the best competition, no one cares. If you're fighting Callum Smith for a WBC and a WBA title, no one cares. If you're fighting Billy Joe Saunders for a WBO, no one cares. If you're fighting a washed up Sergey Kovalev, no one cares. No one cares. If you're fighting Liam Smith for a vacant WBO belt, no one cares. No one cares. You know what I'm saying? Grievous says no one has dismantled Billy that easily. Well, Billy hasn't really even fought nobody though, Grievous. Who has Billy Joe? And this goes right back. Who has Billy Joe fought? Billy Joe hasn't fought nobody. So for you to say no one's done Billy Joe like that, it's like it doesn't really matter. Billy Joe was supposed to fight Demetrious Andrade, and what happened? He took PEDs and pulled out of the fight and ran from the division. And then he ran up to 168 and then fought two guys that no one's ever heard of. One guy over 40 and what's his name? Martin Murray. Got the WBO belt and then went and then used Demetrious Andrade's name in order to make a Canelo fight happen. So what kind of credit are we giving them? Jordan Gooden says Bumdrade got rocked by Liam Williams. Come on, bro. He got rocked by Liam Williams. Okay. Liam Williams hurt him. Liam Williams hurt him. But nobody's calling Demetrious Andrade pound for pound number one and the pound for pound king and the pound for pound this and pay-per-view, all this bullshit that y'all Canelo people be coming up with. And it's boxing. Everybody gets rocked. But the purpose of me playing that video was, and I don't know you, Jordan. You haven't said nothing too crazy. I don't know you, Jordan. I don't know you. But the purpose of me playing that is because we got dudes out here that feel like Andrade got no shot against Canelo. Even though Canelo got completely and utterly dominated by a 36-year-old Floyd Mayweather, even though Canelo's been rocked several times throughout the course of his career, even though he really lost to Erislandy Lara, even though he really lost to Austin Trout, even though he had a lot of fights that went down the middle that he got gift ass fucking decisions on, even though a lot of people think he lost to Triple G, which I'm not one who thinks he lost to Triple G, but a lot of people think he lost to Triple G in the first fight. People are calling him pound for pound number one and saying Andrade has no chance in a fight. Even though this dude has cherry picked 90%, 90 to 95% of all the fights that he's had in his career. You know what I'm saying? Andrade has no shot. Get the fuck up out of here with that. You know what I'm saying? Jordan Gooden says only black people think Andrade and Charlo can beat Canelo. And only people like you, Jordan, think Canelo is pound for pound number one. Fanboys. Only you fanboys think Canelo is pound for pound number one. Maybe there's a few boxing fans who might actually think that just based on the fact that he's fought some guys. He has big names on the resume. And big names don't mean talent. Big names don't mean stiff competition. Big names don't mean top competition. They just mean big names. That just means people have heard of them. But they don't mean top competition. That's one thing boxing needs to understand. That's one thing that boxing needs a real good straightening on. You know what I'm saying? Grievous says, hold on a second. Let's go back here. Grievous says, who is Charlo fighting? Montiel? Well, you're not gonna catch me defending Charlo. I was talking about Jamal Charlo earlier in this stream. I was talking about how he's another guy that's ducking Demetrious Andrade. Let me play the interview again. Let's play Charlo stuttering again. Let's play Charlo stuttering again when he's approached by Demetrious Andrade. Let's play this shit again. I ain't picking up for nobody. Ducking is ducking. And this dude, Demetrious Andrade, is being ducked by all these clown ass niggas. And I don't need nobody calling themselves pound for pound number one. I don't need nobody calling nobody pound for pound number one. When you're running from motherfuckers, here's Demetrious Andrade pulling up on Jamal Charlo at his press conference.
Being disrespectful. What I have to say is, when you think we can make that happen?
Soon. I mean, soon as your team and you get, your stuff together.
Wants no smoke. Wants no smoke. Come on now. Come on now. I ain't picking up for no damn Charlos. I know that's what a lot of you do. You Canelo fanboys. I know that's your default, but that's not gonna work over here, fanboy. That's not gonna work over here. I got just as much smoke for Jamal Charlo as I do for Canelo Alvarez. But I take that back. I got more smoke for Canelo Alvarez than I do for Jamal Charlo. Because Jamal Charlo is running from Demetrious Andrade, but Canelo Alvarez is running from Jamal Charlo and Demetrious Andrade. So yeah, I got more smoke for the Canelo Alvarez than I do for Jamal Charlo, but I got the same amount of smoke. I got smoke for Jamal Charlo too. So don't bring that Charlo lover. Don't bring that Charlo shit over here to me. Don't bring that shit over here.
You get, your stuff together.
Come on. I don't know. I don't know. Dude asked me when the fight gonna happen. When you trying to fight? And all you got to say is, that's all you got to say. Fuck up out of here, Jamal Charlo. That shit ain't gonna work over here. Put that shit away. Put that shit in the trash. That Jamal Charlo shit ain't gonna work over here. I got just as much smoke for him. Fuck up out of here with that. Charlo should be fighting GGG instead of Montiel. Winner gets Nello. He should be. He should be. But GGG, I got smoke for his ass too. Yeah. But at least with GGG ain't talking shit. I wish one of these motherfuckers would pull up on GGG at his press conference, but GGG would probably have better security than Canelo. GGG probably won't even let him pull up in the building. Like they probably won't even allow Andrade in the building at a GGG fight. Like he would be on the block. He would be on the blacklist. He would pull up to the stadium, and they would just, they would be like, your ticket stub's not good here, sir. You know what I'm saying? Your ticket stub's not good here. You can't see the fight. You got to watch the fight on TV. You're not allowed to enter the stadium. If Demetrious Andrade pulled up to a GGG fight, that's probably what would happen. GGG gonna have tighter security than Canelo. That's one thing for sure. GGG don't play that shit. Nah, he don't play that shit. Juan says Canelo might have got rocked, but Andrade got dropped. Cool. Andrade got dropped. That's cool. But when you niggas start calling Canelo pound for pound number one and say Andrade ain't got no shot and Canelo can't be hurt, that nigga was wobbling all around the ring. He was wobbling real hard all around the ring. So what point y'all trying to make? You know what I'm saying? For real. Juan says 19-year-old versus 30-something-year-old and still he stopped. And he still stopped him. What are you talking about, bro? Oh, you talking about the Cotto fight. Okay, but he got his ass hurt. Last time I checked, Demetrious Andrade is undefeated. Is Canelo undefeated? I mean, last time I checked, Canelo got completely and utterly schooled by Floyd Mayweather. Last time I checked, Canelo Alvarez got completely and utterly dominated by Floyd Mayweather. Last time I checked. You know what I'm saying? Last time I checked, Demetrious Andrade was an undefeated fighter. You know? So, Jordan Gooden says, you're so low IQ. What a surprise. Of course, you don't have no rebuttals, Jordan. You're just a fanboy. Really, I dropped the link. You can hop up on here, Jordan, and I'll be very respectful to you. I'll be very respectful to you. I know you're not going to be able to defend your points. You're just going to say bullshit. You're so low IQ. What a surprise. What a surprise. You can't rebuttal none of this shit I'm talking about, Jordan. You a Canelo fanboy nut hugger. You a Canelo fanboy nut hugger, Jordan. You can't defend none of these goddamn points. You can't defend Canelo saying, oh, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here to a top competitor, to a two-time, three-time world champion in two different divisions. You can't defend Canelo running from 154 to 160 to 175 to fight Sergey Kovalev, taking less money to fight Sergey Kovalev when he could have went undisputed. He could have fought Demetrious Andrade and been undisputed. You can't defend that shit. So all you're gonna do is say, "You're so low IQ." What a surprise! The fuck up out of here, Jordan. You ain't got nothing constructive to say. You ain't got shit. You a fanboy nut hugger. You know what I'm saying? You fanboy nut huggers act like you watch boxing. You don't watch no fucking boxing. You don't know shit about boxing. The fuck up out of here. If you don't know nothing, shut your dumb ass up and just listen. You know what I'm saying? You can have Canelo as a fan, but at the end of the day, Canelo be on that bullshit, bro. The facts are. He's been running from Andrade all the way from 154 pounds. He's been running two weight divisions from Demetrious Andrade. Canelo has heard of Demetrious Andrade. Demetrious Andrade was a champion in Canelo's division 2 times. And Canelo did not fight Demetrious Andrade, but instead chose to do other shit. Demetrious Andrade came out of his mouth and said,
Canelo, you a bitch.
Demetrious Andrade came out of his mouth and said, Canelo, a bitch. You a bitch. Came out of his mouth and said that. 6 years ago. Look at the date. Look at the day, February 14, 2015. You can't fuck with me, Jordan Gooden. You can't fuck with me. What is you talking about, boy? I'm low IQ. You ain't got shit to say to me, boy. You are a fanboy. Fanboys should not talk to real boxing fans, you know what I'm saying, like they know shit. Fanboys should sit the fuck down and know their place. That's what fanboys should do. And just listen. Come on now. Grievous said, would beating Andrade in good fashion be enough for you to give him props? Yes or no? If he beat Andrade, he would get props from me. He would get props from me for beating Andrade. He would. He would get props from me. He would get props from me for beating Charlo. He would get props from me for beating David Benavidez. Those are all tough fights. Those are all tough fights. But these are the fights that we want. Even you, Grievous, you got to admit that you want to see those fights. But why aren't we seeing those fights? Because Canelo's too busy fighting Billy Joe Saunders? Because he's too busy fighting Caleb Plant? Because he's too busy fighting Callum Smith? That's why we're not seeing them fights? Come on, Grievous. I don't mind giving props where props is due, bro. I'm not no hater. I like Canelo. But when fighters are on bullshit, you gotta call them. You gotta call the bullshit out, bro. Because if you don't, you only make yourself look bad as a boxing fan. If Demetrious Andrade ran from Canelo 2 and 3 weight divisions, you think I'll be up here defending Demetrious Andrade? You got me fucked up. I wouldn't be defending that shit. There's no fucking way. As a matter of fact, it'd be the opposite. I'll be up here clowning Demetrious Andrade, just like how I clown Jamal Charlo. Dudes for ducking. I wouldn't be defending that shit. But when you fucking ducking, you fucking ducking. And the thing about Canelo that makes it so sickening is he has these super fanboys who jump out the woodworks and who defend him no matter how fucking clownish his behavior is. No matter how unsportsmanlike his conduct is. Y'all defend that bullshit. And you make little shitty excuses. And Canelo uses your bullshit excuses. I don't think I've ever heard Canelo say, who have you fought? You know what I'm saying? But now he's running with that shit. Even though that whole argument makes him look stupid. Because we have a whole list of people where we could ask the same fucking question. Who have you fought? You know what I'm saying? Juan says, you must be the new type of idiot if you think a fight from 10 years ago proves Andrade can beat Canelo. Bro. Again. Canelo virtually has the same limitations now that he had then. He hasn't improved from the time that he's fought Floyd Mayweather. The Cotto fight, when I showed that fight, okay, that was just, that was a request. And also to show you dudes, okay, that Canelo is vulnerable. Same vulnerabilities. You know what I'm saying? That was just to show some shit. That was more to clown Canelo. But I showed the Mayweather fight, how he got dominated in the Mayweather fight. And that domination by a 36-year-old Floyd Mayweather and a 22 or 23-year-old Canelo Alvarez, that domination can be replicated by Demetrious Andrade. The same way that Canelo wasn't able to move his feet in order to keep up with Mayweather. The same way that Canelo wasn't able to cut the ring off. He won't be able to cut the ring off with Demetrious Andrade. The same way he got hit with straight right hands down the pipe, jabs down the pipe, looping left hands, looping right hands. The same way he got hit with those is the same way he would get hit with those with Demetrious Andrade. The same way he would have problems landing punches on Floyd Mayweather is the same way he would have problems landing punches on Demetrious Andrade. The same way he got angles from Floyd Mayweather is the same way he would get angles from Demetrious Andrade. Okay? I'm telling you, he hasn't really improved since the days of Floyd Mayweather. He's improved since the Cotto. I'll give you that. He's improved since the Cotto. But he hasn't improved since the days of Floyd Mayweather. And even with the Cotto, the improvement with the Cotto, he hasn't added any dimensions to his fight game. It's pretty much the same dimensions. That he's just improved the dimensions, but he doesn't have any new ones. It's the same shit. So the same way you could beat him before is the same way you could beat him now. That's my point. Juan says, Vanez dropped Andrade in 2013. That was more recent than Canelo getting rocked in 2011. He dropped Andrade in 2013. Okay, fine. Andrade got dropped. But nobody's calling Andrade pound for pound number one. Nobody's saying he's the king of boxing. Okay, nobody's saying that shit, but they're saying it about Canelo. Andrade, nobody's saying Canelo doesn't have a shot against Andrade. But everybody's saying Andrade doesn't have a shot against Canelo, even though Canelo got dominated by a 36-year-old Floyd Mayweather. So come on, yo. What y'all really saying? What are y'all really saying? Don't say no one cares if he had 70,000 fans in attendance and millions of people watching in his last fight. You know you watched it too. Bro, it means nothing. It's hollow. Canelo I watched it on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I know I didn't pay for no goddamn DAZN. I watched it on YouTube the next day. Actually, the same night I watched it on YouTube because they put the shit on YouTube right away. I watched it. I didn't pay for it. I wouldn't have paid for that fight. Did you pay for it, Juan? Did you pay for Billy Joe and Canelo? Tell the truth, Juan. Did you pay for that fight? Did you pay for Canelo versus Avni Yildirim? Did you pay for that one? Did you subscribe to the Zone in order to watch that fight? Huh? Answer that question, Juan. I suppose let's make a Canelo versus Andrade. Yes. Yes. Let's make the fight, man. Let's make the fight. Fuck all that other shit. Let's make the fight. You know, I'm not a hard guy to please. Let's make the fight. Let's see who the best really is. It's not that hard. Canelo could win. Andrade could win. Let's see. Y'all not gonna convince me Andrade ain't got no shot. You know what I'm saying? You know, let's make the fucking fight. Yes, Grievous, I like that. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you, sir. Wish I could shake your hand, sir. Juan says, last time I checked, Saturday night to be exact, Canelo don't interrupt press conferences or beg for fight instead of being active and let his hands do the talking. Canelo ain't okay, bro. Okay, so Juan. Canelo does not have to go to press conferences. Why? Because everybody wants to fight Canelo. So he doesn't have to call people out because people want to fight him. Which is cool. Because that means you don't have to call people. You don't have to do all that stuff that Andrade got to do. Okay? You don't have to do all that stuff that Andrade want to do. But you know what that means? What everybody wants to fight you on? You know what that means? That means there's no excuses for fighting bombs. That's what that means. That means there's no excuses for fighting Avni Yildirims and Rocky Fieldings and Colin Smiths for vacant belts. That's what that means, because everybody wants to fight you, so you have all the options. That's what that means. You know what I mean? So what you saying? His hands do the talking. His hands do the talking. Canelo don't even want to say Demetrious Andrade name. Canelo don't want to call nobody out. He's too busy picking the next cherry. He's too busy picking the next cherry in order to call Canelo out. Come on with all that, man. Come on with all that, Juan. Juan says in Mayweather versus Cotto face off, you might say. He said he considered Cotto undefeated because Margarito cheated, Pacquiao drained him. By that same logic, Mayweather should consider Canelo undefeated also. What? What are you talking about, bro? Where's Russell Westbrook when you need him, bro? What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Cotto lost to Mayweather before Cotto. What? He lost to Mayweather too. All right, bro. I don't know what you're talking about over here right now, bro. Pacquiao drained him in that same logic. Come on, man. Mayweather should consider and Canelo was a 154 pounder. He only came down to 152. So he only came down 2 more pounds, bro. He's a 154 pounder. You know what I'm saying? David is in the building. We got the same name, David. David says, I don't understand this. So because GGG and Charlo don't want to fight Andrade, Canelo has to fight him? If he doesn't, he's not the best? No, bro. No, bro. So no, bro. You're making your own narrative right now, bro. You're making your own narrative. Okay? Canelo doesn't want to fight Charlo. He's been running from Charlo thus far, okay? He's been running from both Charlos. Both Jermell and Jamal. He ran from both of them. Didn't fight either of them, okay? They both were champions in the same division. Didn't fight either of them. Left the division, went to 160, okay? So he didn't fight either of those dudes. So he didn't fight Charlo. He didn't fight Andrade. He's not fighting the best guys, David. He's not fighting the best guys. Therefore, he's not the best. Okay? And yes, GGG and Charlo don't want to fight Andrade. But people forget that. At least you remember that, David. At least you remember that GGG and Charlo don't want to fight Andrade because they don't. And you know what? I talk shit about them because of that. I clown the fuck out of Charlo because he don't want to fight Demetrious Andrade. I clown the fuck out of GGG because he don't want to fight Demetrious Andrade. But I clown Canelo more because Canelo doesn't want to fight Charlo. He doesn't want to fight Andrade. He don't even want to fight Benavidez. That's why Canelo gets the criticism that he gets right now. David also says Andrade doesn't bring anything to the table for Canelo. Oh, you about to get cooked, David. Damn, we got the same name. Caleb Plant has a belt, and Charlo versus Canelo will make a lot of money. Andrade fight makes no sense for Canelo. All right, David. All right, David. Andrade doesn't bring anything to the table for Canelo. So did Abney Yildirim bring anything to the table for Canelo? Did he? Did he, David? Did Abney Yildirim bring anything to the table? I'm curious. I really want to know, David. Did Abney Yildirim bring anything to the table? I'm waiting. Did he? Oh, he didn't. Did Liam Smith bring anything to the table? You're talking about right now while Canelo's trying to be undisputed in a division that he just decided to go to, okay? You're talking about Canelo right now, trying to be undisputed, okay? Which, David, okay, fine. Let him be undisputed. He's still ducking, but fine. Let him be undisputed. So what happens after he becomes undisputed now, David? After he has all the belts at 168 pounds, is he gonna fight Demetrious Andrade after that? Is he gonna fight? Is he gonna jump in the ring with Jermell Charlo? Is he gonna jump in the ring with David Benavidez? He might fight Benavidez and he might fight Charlo. I mean, he said so in the interview, but let's hear what he says about Demetrious Andrade. Let's hear what he says about that. Hold on. Let's hear what he says about Demetrious Andrade.
Be a great fight with David Benavidez. Why not? I just want to make the fight people want to see.
Yeah. A guy who's fighting on the zone, and we had him on, and he said he's been wanting you for a while, Demetrious Andrade.
Okay, so David. So David, hold on, David. So David. So we're not talking about undisputed at this point because he already spoke. Said he wanted to fight Caleb Plant. That was his next move. Cool. Fight Caleb Plant. Says he was okay with fighting Jermall Charlo. Okay. He said he was okay with it. I don't really believe it until I see it, but he said he was okay with it. Says he was okay with Benavidez. You just heard that. But Brian Custer brings up Demetrious Andrade and we get the screw face. We get the screw face, David. Why are we getting the screw face for Demetrious Andrade? If your plan is to be undisputed, you became undisputed. You met your goal, which is the reason why you're not looking at Andrade for a fight. You met your goal. Why? What's going on? What's going on with the screw face? But let's hear what he got to say, David. Hang in there, David. I hope you're still there. Hold on. Here we go.
He says you've been avoiding him. Demetrious Andrade, is that a fight you want?
Oh my goodness. I say this a lot of times, but he fight nobody.
Okay, so we go from okay, I'm okay with fighting David Benavidez. Okay, I'm okay with fighting Jermall Charlo, which, by the way, we could probably ask the same questions about them. Who have they fought? We can ask the same questions about them. Who have they fought? You know what I'm saying? But we get to Andrade and who has he fought? Who has he fought? He's not fighting. Hold on, let's hear the rest.
Yeah, no. You just see the record. He's fighting with nobody. So
He's fighting with nobody. So Andrade is fighting with nobody, but Jermall Charlo is fighting guys. Jermall Charlo's fighting guys. David Benavidez is fighting, guys. Come on, come on, come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Come on. Come on, David. Come on, David. We got the same name, bro. We supposed to be better than that. Come on, David. Come on now. Grievous says Andrade does have a belt, though, doesn't he? He does have a belt. He has a belt at 160. Okay. Canelo's saying he can't make 160 anymore. He's like, I can't make 160. Okay, fine. Okay, fine, Canelo. You can't make 160 anymore. Fine. Fine. Okay. But Andrade's the WBO champion. And when he moves up to 168, guess what he becomes when he moves up to 168? The mandatory challenger for the WBO belt at 168. So what will happen then? What will you say, David? What will you say if Canelo vacates that belt at 160? Huh? Like he vacated the WBC belt. What will you say then? Huh? What will you say when Canelo vacates that belt? What will you say when Canelo decides to move up or move down or just fucking retire? What will you say then? I really want to know. I'm really curious. Yekinde Cap says, Juan Trevino can't use that weight drain logic. Canelo offered to come down a Hugh 2 pounds, 154 to 152 factor. This on fight night, Canelo weighed 165 versus Mayweather 150. Those are facts. Oh, excuse me. Those are facts. Canelo offered to come down to 152. And we're talking about 2 pounds. Oh, Canelo was weight drained 2 pounds. Get the fuck up out of here with all that. He was weight drained 2 pounds. He's weight drained 2 pounds. And then still we rehydrated up to 165 pounds, like my guy just said. So what we really talking about here? You know what I'm saying? Y'all dudes come up with excuse after excuse after excuse, and you continue to get cooked at the end of the day. Grievous says none of these cats get paid. LOL. Grievous says if Durham can have a shot at Canelo, why not Andrade? Those are facts. Grievous says Andrade versus Canelo is a good matchup. Interesting fight. I got Canelo by destruction, but still want to see it. Hey, you entitled to your opinion, Grievous. I'm not mad. I just want to see the fight. I just want to see the fight. I just want my guy Andrade to get up in there and make Canelo look silly, just like Floyd Mayweather did before. You know what I'm saying? Tony Sora says, David, you must have forgot about no cojones Duck Nello. Duck Nello's time at 160 when he wanted to be the first undisputed Mexican middleweight. Hold on a sec. Middleweight king. And when he had 3 belts and just needed Andrade belt. Absolutely. Dudes got a real short-term memory when it come to that. They got a real short-term memory when it come to that. All he had to do was fight Andrade and he would have been undisputed. It's so crazy now that Canelo, he cares so much about undisputed. He cares so much about it now. But when he had a chance to be undisputed and pick up Demetrious Andrade's WBO belt, he decided to go in the other direction. He decided to move up and fight Kovalev for less money. Come on, y'all. Don't come over here with that bullshit because you're going to end up getting embarrassed. Juan says, yes, I paid because I could afford. I paid because I can afford less than $10 a month to watch Canelo, GGG, and more fighters. Okay. Okay, that's you. I'm not paying for that shit. I'm not paying to watch no trash-ass fights. I'm not paying to watch Canelo fight Abney Yildirim. And for Canelo to cherry pick and all this old bullshit and fight Billy Joe Saunders and walk around here like he's the fucking king of the world because he beat Billy Joe Saunders. The fuck up out of here with that, Juan. Ain't got nothing to do with money. Nobody want to pay no money for no bullshit. If I handed you a pile of shit and told you it was $5, you might have $5 in your pocket, but would you buy it? Would you buy a pile of shit? And if you say yes to that question, Juan, I got a pile of shit for sale right now. I got a pile of shit for sale right now that you could get on discount. Goddamn. So come on with all that bullshit. You want to make this about some money? Ain't nobody trying to pay for no bullshit, boy. David says, after Caleb Plant, he should have a rematch with Billy Joe Saunders. After Caleb Plant, a rematch with Billy Joe Saunders? Why? Why should he have a rematch with Billy Joe Saunders? For what reason? For what reason? You know what I'm saying? For what reason? Why waste the fight and do that? When dudes like Charlo and Andrade and Benavidez have been calling Canelo out. If he turned around and fought Billy Joe Saunders again, I'd be up here roasting his goddamn ass. That don't make no damn sense. Why would you encourage him to do that? That don't make no sense at all. That makes no sense at all. Juan says 2 pounds means something to professional boxers, athletes, boxers, wrestlers who would admit to that, especially when you can barely make the original weight. Okay. Well, then he shouldn't have been at that fucking weight because we're talking about 2 pounds. That's not a full weight class. The next weight class is 147. The weight class up is 154. You can say that means something, but that shouldn't mean nothing. A professional athlete, professional boxer, like you saying, shouldn't have that much issues losing 2 extra pounds in order to make a fight. And if it was so hard, then why the fuck would you agree to do it? If it was so hard. If it was so hard, then why would you agree to go down 2 pounds? Why would you do it? Huh? Weight drained. You ain't no weight drain, no damn 2 pounds. The fuck up out of here with all that. WCAP says 2 pounds for a 23-year-old Canelo is hardly a sacrifice. This dude was a goddamn. Come on, man. They really tried though, don't they? The Jimba, they really tried though, don't they? Like, come on with all that bullshit, bro. That shit ain't flying over here. Not now and not ever, goddamn. Grievous says Canelo hardly took any punishment from Billy. He could fight next week. Come on, man. Billy was throwing them damn pity pat punches. But honestly, if Billy would have sat down on some of those punches, he would have hurt Canelo a few times. And this is another point. Because Canelo at certain points was struggling against Billy Joe Saunders. He was struggling with the movement. He was struggling with the jab. Still don't know what to do with the jab. Still don't know what to do with the movement. Still don't know how to cut the ring off. Still don't know how to handle these things. So what is y'all really talking about? Troy says, I subscribed to the Zone for Andrade's last fight and immediately dropped their ass because they were protecting, cherry picking, no cojones, Duck Nello. For real. You know what I'm saying? Nobody paying for no bullshit fights. Juan Trevino says, Cap, yeah, I know. Yeah, because I know what his body can handle. There was an MMA fighter a few days ago that damn near killed himself cutting weight. Making weight is a big thing in sports, man. Making weight is a big thing, bro. But we're not talking about moving down the whole weight class. By the way, and if you know your boxing history, Juan, you know that there was way less weight classes than there is now. There were way less weight classes than there is now. Now they got super middleweight. They got junior middleweight. There was only middleweight back in the day, Juan, if you know your history. If you know your history, you know there was never no super middleweight. You would know there's no super middleweight. You would know there was never no super welterweight. You would know there was only welterweight, there was only middleweight, and there was only heavyweight. So for you to tell me it's such a huge problem for a fighter to lose 2 pounds from a weight class that they campaigned at for their whole career. Canelo was a 154-pounder his whole career. So you telling me he had to go down 2 pounds and you want to go ahead and ride with the argument that he was weight drained? Come on, Juan. Come on, Juan. Come on, bro. That shit ain't flying over here. Not here, not now, not never. That shit ain't flying over here, not now, not ever. The fuck up out of here with that. Grievous says he was biding his time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But let me make my final arguments, man, and I'm gonna go ahead and close this motherfucker out, man. You know what I'm saying? I done been on here. How long? Shit. How long I done been on here? 3.5 hours. God damn. All right, I gotta get the fuck up out of here, man. Look, at the end of the day, it's like this, man. The end of the day, like this. It's a disgrace to the sport of boxing. A disgrace to the sport of boxing when dudes like Canelo, okay, are able to openly duck fighters, top fighters like Demetrious, Andrade, and fans protect them. It's a disgrace to boxing. You know what I'm saying? A complete and utter disgrace to boxing. You know what I'm saying? And it's some bullshit. Can't believe motherfuckers support this shit, man. You know? Can't believe motherfuckers support this shit, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and end off right here, man. Look at here, man. If you haven't already, man, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. Let the peoples out there in the highways and byways know we talk that shit. Nobody ain't want to jump on here, I see. Nobody wasn't looking for no smoke. Nobody wasn't looking for no smoke out here. You know what I'm saying? I see that. But I'm gonna jump on out of here, man. Hey, good talking boxing with all of y'all, man. Till next time, man. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.